Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right. I think we're freaking set.
What up, everybody?
We had some, we'll call them technical difficulties.
Chord difficulty.
Yeah, chord illusion difficulties.
Yeah.
Something maybe wasn't plugged in, but we figured this shit out.
We sure did.
All right, guys. We got Darrin Barber on the show today, baby.
Hey, how y'all doing? 612, stand up. I just bit the mic.
Are you hungry?
I bit the mic. I'm not used to holding mics, y'all. I just bit the mic. I bit it again. I'm hungry.
Well, you got to drink your coffee.
I got to drink to that.
Suppress that appetite.
Hey, look at these coffee mugs. Ain't these coffee mugs just so fancy?
Shout out Danny Bruckbauer. I don't know if you know him. Darren's a Minnesota boy. Danny went to St. John's.
You went to St. John's?
Yeah.
I went to St. Cloud.
He's from Fargo, though, I guess. So
Only for a year and a half, though.
only went for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, shout out Danny. These mugs are fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tag his website in the bottom of this because he makes a shit ton of really cool ceramics.
Bad.
So if you want ceramics, go to Danny Bruckbauer. I wish I knew his website. Go probably DannyBruckbauer.com, something like that. Also makes music. And he's just putting out some sick singles.
Some sick music.
All right, but on to Darrin, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro. How about you? It's good seeing you again.
You as well. It's been a long time.
It has been. It's been almost a year since the comedy club. I mean, when they before COVID.
Yeah.
Went to the Comedy Central show.
I always think about that as in what I was doing or what I could be doing if fucking COVID didn't come and just ravage.
Go to comedy club.
Exactly.
Bro, we got spotted, by the way. I didn't tell you that. A friend of mine took a photo of us, and we was on Comedy Central.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen it on YouTube, but I haven't seen it. I never saw it on TV.
I think he saw it on YouTube.
Did you see it on YouTube?
Yeah. He sent me a photo
Yeah.
of the TV. And I was like,
Of
hey,
the
that's
TV.
us. I was like, that's us on the TV.
Yeah, you could see us in the front row.
Yeah.
When they're making fun of us.
They probably would. I don't care.
No, it was like good fun. They were making fun of us for both having a lot of hair.
Oh, yeah, they were. I forgot about that. I just had to laugh it off.
Coming out my life.
Right.
You're just sitting there. Ha ha ha. But yeah, no, I watch a lot of stand-up and what is it? It's like Comedy Central Presents or something when they kind of have their younger people come up. And so when YouTube just runs, every once in a while, one of those people will come up from our show or our show. It was our fucking show.
It was
the show
our
we
show.
were at.
We was there.
And
They was there to see us.
yeah.
We just got done doing background work. So they knew who we were.
Yeah.
They seen us in the background. I'm just playing.
They're like, bring them to the front.
Yeah.
And so we got to the
They
front.
knew that we knew our job very well.
Do they
Oh my
stand around? Do they walk from left to right? All right, great. Put them in.
Put them in the front. I like their look. They're a great group of guys. That's what happened.
It is what happened. But bro, so you're still doing a lot of background?
Yes. Yes. Honestly, trying to do whatever I can to get on set. Not only am I doing background now, but I'm doing like the art part. I did a couple art designs for sets.
Like construction?
Yeah, bro. I for the first time ever in my life, y'all. I never did construction before, but first time ever, I bought something from Home Depot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, went to Home Depot. I didn't buy it, but I was with the person that bought it. We bought some walls, bro. We literally created walls, bro. I don't know what the paper is called, the wallpaper.
Sheetrock?
Sheetrock, there we go.
Yeah.
We bought some sheetrock. We bought some sheetrock. I ain't never bought sheetrock in my life. Sheetrock heavy. It's heavy, bro.
I used to renovate houses.
Carried it like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we bought sheetrock. And we got nails and hammers, and I ain't never nailed nothing in my life, man.
Oh.
It was hard. It was hard, bro. I was doing my best, but the nails kept bending.
Yep.
So I kept bending the nails in the wrong way. So I had to take the nail out, and I had to put another nail in, and the nail will bend again. And I got to take it out again. And I was like, you know what? Let's just switch jobs.
Oh, watch.
Just switch. Spencer took over. He went crazy on the wall, and I just held the. So we made this big pencil sharpener. Yeah. You good, bro? We made this big pencil sharpener, and I just held it.
Pencil sharpener.
Yeah, we made a pencil sharpener out of the sheetrock, bro, and they had like this. I don't know what it was, but the shape of the object was perfect. So we put the sheetrock over the object, and they made a pencil sharpener. You think what can that be? I'm sorry.
Out of like a big ass.
Yeah.
Sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Was that me or was that you?
That was me. That was my throat.
Does that too, bro?
My throat want to talk too.
My throat does that too. It happens all the time. But you're saying you made like a little like actual pencil sharpener or like a big fucking like oversized?
It was like an actual big oversized pencil sharpener. I don't know how we made it. I don't know what the name of the the equipment that we had. Well, I just know I was hammering. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of art stuff. I helped set it up too when we got to the studio, bro. I helped set up the classroom. We made a classroom.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. I thought you just like a fun project. Let's make a pencil sharpener.
No. It was for a music video. His name is Drelly. Go check it out.
Drelly. Yeah,
Drelly. He's an artist also from Minnesota.
Really?
He's doing big things. Yeah, and he's killing the game right now. Drelly's killing the game. But yeah, go check it out.
Is he out here?
Drelly's out here in LA. Yeah, he's out here in LA. Helmet Gabe, shot by Gabe. But yeah, it's pretty dope, bro. So that was my first time doing art. And then I've been PAing too.
Really?
PAing on set, man. Best PAs there ever is.
I believe that. Yeah, for sure, man.
Bringing in Crafty, going through
Bringing in Crafty.
Bringing in Crafty, man.
You get the best snacks or what?
Of course, I know what to get. I know what to get. When they send me out to go get Crafty, I know what to get. I'm background.
What's your go-to?
My go-to is always hot Cheetos and bananas. I don't know why. There's always hot Cheetos, bananas, and a little lemonade. You always gotta have lemonade.
I love all of those, but together. Like, I don't know how those would be together. I love hot Cheetos. I love bananas. I love lemonade.
Yeah, but all together, it's this little mixture that's not good.
It might be a weird.
Very weird. Very weird.
Yeah.
Very spicy. The very spicy meal, but I always gotta get that, and of course you can't forget the Swiss rolls. I always gotta have a Swiss rolls for people on set. Always. Honestly, when I bought the Crafty, bro, I hid the Swiss rolls and I ate the Swiss rolls for myself.
I see your TikToks.
Yeah, I ate the Swiss rolls, bro. But yeah, I've been doing that.
What's with the Swiss rolls?
Huh?
How are you and the Swiss rolls come together?
So man, it's a long story, bro. Honestly, this is like a life story with me and Swiss rolls. Man, it goes all the way back to when I was a little kid. And I just remember, man, my mom used to buy these snacks, and it was always Twinkies, Swiss rolls, Debbie cakes. Mm-hmm. But I could never eat them when I wanted to, because my mom used to hide them.
Oh,
I was too short.
She was restricting snacks.
Yeah. I was too short to go in the cabinet, so I would grab a chair, and I'll put the chair next to the cabinet, and I'll open up the cabinet and grab me a Swiss roll. But ever since then, I just fell in love with them. I don't know why. I was really addicted to Swiss rolls. Brought them to middle school for afternoon snacks. And then after that, it has been a part of my life. It's like me and Swiss rolls are a package deal.
You're together.
We're together.
Well, you're a grown up now, man. You can eat whenever you want.
I can. That's the bad thing about it.
It's the bad thing. I thought you said good.
I might eat 6 in one day. You never know. You just never know.
You don't never get sick?
Never get sick of
like
Swiss
sick
rolls.
of them?
Never.
Never?
Never. And I know what a good package is, and I know what a bad package is. I know when it can be a bad package.
What's the deal?
The deal is the bad package, the chocolate tastes bittery.
Yeah. Like it's old.
It's not very soft and melty tasting. You know. When the package is bad. I'm talking about Swiss rolls, y'all.
But I'm intrigued, bro. You really care. You really care. I want to know. Because I want to go.
I'm very passionate about Swiss rolls, man.
I want to know. I want to go to the store and I'm gonna look at it. This fucking box? No, this box.
You know when it's a good box.
So teach me what's up.
But yeah, when you taste the chocolate, it tastes bitter. That's when you know the Swiss roll not good. The cream, it saves it. It saves it. But when it's really good, it's soft, and it just goes perfectly with the bite of your teeth connecting with the chocolate. You know, it's not resisting.
Yeah.
It's accepting.
Yeah. There's no pushback.
No pushback. It's
like,
all in it.
Eat me.
Yeah. So that's why you know you got a good Swiss roll package. If it's
But how do you know that? How do you know that looking at the box?
you gotta open it. You gotta eat it. That's how you know.
I thought you meant you could see a box and tell if it's good or bad. You're saying you just gotta eat it.
You gotta eat. You gotta open up the box, eat it,
and then you'll know.
The first bite, that's how you gonna know if it's a good package or not.
You don't throw away a bad one though.
Of course not. Of course not, man. I can't throw away a package of Swiss rolls. I can't do that. That's like throwing away $1 million. You know? Oh my God. But yeah, man, I've been doing a lot of artwork.
I feel like you're at the grocery store a lot. I don't even know what to say about the Swiss roll.
Oh God! Hold on, wait 1 second. I don't know why I just did that.
You need one. You need one right now.
Yeah.
Swiss rolls and coffee, is that your shit?
Swiss rolls, coffees, and chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
I've been going crazy on chicken lately. I've been cooking a lot of chicken lately,
Same.
bro.
How do you cook it?
Man, listen. I start off with the I don't know what it's called, but the Lowry's. It's called Lowry seasoning
Lowry
salt.
salt.
Yeah. Throw some Lowry seasoning salt on the chicken. Flip it over. Throw it again on the chicken. Flip it over. You gotta do it 3 times for good luck. 3 times for good luck. Do it 3 times for good luck. And then get some Papa Red. What's it called? Papa. What's it? Papa. I don't know what it's called, but it's red.
Paprika.
Paprika. Thank you. I knew he was gonna save me. That's why I said it. If I started it, I knew he was gonna finish.
I love cooking.
Yeah, paprika. Put some paprika on it only 1 time. Flip it over 1 time. That's all you need. And then after that, you throw it in the pan.
Yeah.
Have it seasoned a little bit.
Yeah.
Make sure you have some onions on the side, peppers on the side, right? Grab the onions and pepper, throw them on. Then go in your cabinet, grab some garlic salt.
Mm-hmm.
You reading me?
Me?
You grab some garlic salt and you grab some red peppers and throw that on your chicken. I swear to God, you're going to have the best chicken of your life.
Sounds fucking delicious.
You're going to have the best chicken of your life. I be going crazy with the chicken.
Dude, I love it.
Chicken pasta, chicken tacos, chicken hamburgers, whatever you need. Whatever, bro. All chicken, y'all. All
Dude,
chicken.
I love to use. You doing wings? You doing chicken breasts? You doing thighs? What are you doing?
I'm cutting the chicken up. No, I like to cut the chicken up.
But you starting. Are you using chicken breasts or are you using chicken?
I'm using chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders.
Okay.
Cut the chicken tenders up, and I'll make sure that they're very small as I can get them.
Yeah.
And then I throw them in the noodles, and then I might throw some Alfredo sauce in there.
We're making Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo. I just discovered some Alfredo garlic sauce.
Oh.
Fire, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it's really good, bro. I'm telling you, I make some good food.
I go heavy with the garlic.
You do?
Yeah.
What you be making? How you make your chicken?
Dude, I love making chicken as well.
Okay.
I make chicken pretty much always. I used to make it always in the oven. Chicken breast. I usually use chicken breast.
Okay.
I used to use Lowry salt a lot, and the salt and pepper. It's good. I know it's good.
Hey, you know. You know Lowry salt. Woo.
Then since moving to LA, my first apartment, we did not have an oven. So
What?
Yeah, bro. It was a little studio. Remember I told you?
Oh yeah, you did.
So it didn't have a full kitchen. It had actually no kitchen really. It had a fridge and a sink and some cabinetry. Didn't have an oven. I had a microwave. So we bought just like a kitchen cart, is what it's called. And
kitchen cart?
Yeah, it's just like, basically you can use it as like an island. It has wheels.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, and we use that for like storage, but then I bought like a portable stovetop. So I had to start cooking chicken in the pan.
That's fire.
Yeah, so then I would use, like olive oil or butter and kind of saute it.
Mm-hmm.
Same seasonings. Now, though, I fucking love air fryers. Do you use air fryers?
You got an air fryer? I got an air fryer. Never.
Bro, they're the shit.
What do they do?
What do they do? A roommate of mine, shout out Squeaks, had an air fryer in college.
I don't know why they just popping. Squeak. And that's his nickname, Squeak.
Squeaks or squeak squeak.
Okay, squeak
That'll
squeak. If you watch this,
love you, Squeaks. But yeah, he had one, and I lived with him for a little bit, and man, I fell in love with that thing. It literally makes the most juicy but crispy chicken breast, like the easiest way. And it's healthy. You're not frying. It's a fry, but you're not frying with oil.
Air fryer.
Yeah,
You're
and it's like
you
can put it in there frozen, completely frozen, and it works just as good.
Frozen
So you
chicken
don't
into
even have
air fryer.
Yeah, you don't have
You
to.
ain't gotta just defrost it.
No, and it's like 20 minutes. I still remember his. I remember it because you gotta figure out your air fryer. At least this is my mentality. Figure out how it works. His I would do completely frozen. Put it in 7 minutes. Flip again 7 minutes, and then flip one more time 7 minutes. Mine.
What?
Yeah.
Is that safe?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, bro, and it's totally good. Mine's a little
You got one in here?
yeah, it's up. I'll have to show you later.
Okay.
It's not out right now. Usually it is actually because I use it a lot.
Okay.
But mine I've been doing about the same. I'll do 7. Actually no, I'll just do 2 sides of 7, and then usually I'll check it. And if it's a thinner breast, if I cut them thinner, sometimes they'll be good. If they're thicker, it's a little more heat. But I've become really big into spice, dude.
Okay.
So I put red pepper flakes on fucking everything.
Red pepper is like the key ingredient to making anything you make delicious.
And it's
I'm
so
telling you
good.
that red pepper is that it's that niche of just a red pepper taste. Not
Yeah, you're
not
smoking a
smoking.
blunt. We put red pepper flakes in your blunt. What?
No, hell
Like
no.
your lungs will be on fire. Just sweating red.
Crying and sneezing every 2 seconds. No, use red pepper on anything. I'm telling you, red pepper is a saver. If you're not a good cook right now, you want to be a good cook.
Red pepper
Just
flakes.
throw red pepper on it. I swear to God, your food gonna taste way better.
You gotta like spice. Man, I love spice. I used to hate it growing up though, but yeah. So now my seasons are just salt and pepper. I'll use paprika every once in a while.
Yeah, paprika.
I use garlic salt, or no, garlic powder. Sometimes I'll use garlic salt, but usually garlic powder, onion powder, and a lot of times a lot of red pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes. Okay.
Makes it spicy,
I feel
bro.
like
I
you
love
make
it.
some good food.
But I cook almost every day.
You do? I do
Yeah,
too. I like
come
to.
over.
I gotta. I'm definitely coming back.
Yeah.
This place is nice. I'm definitely coming back. I
I'll
told
cook
I'll
you
be
dinner,
across the
bro.
street. I get my hair cut across the street. It's a
Here,
small world.
We'll make a day
small
of it.
world.
You go get your haircut one day. Next time you're down here getting your haircut, let me know.
We eat
and
dinner.
you'll come over. I'll make you some air fried chicken.
Air fried chicken. Y'all hear that? Next time I get my hair cut, I get air fried chicken. Let's go.
Bro, you gotta get it. It's so easy. You can do everything in there. I haven't even done a lot in there. You can do veggies in there. You can make like obviously potatoes and fries and.
I ain't the healthiest
Bro.
eater, but you make some.
But
fried.
it's fried food.
It's fried?
and it's
Okay.
good.
All right, then I'll do it then. If
I'll do
if it's
it.
fried and it's healthy,
Yeah.
I mean, how can you go wrong?
At least,
you can't go wrong.
hey, you don't have to get one until I'll make some for you, and then you'll decide if it's for you or not.
Deal.
We'll do it that way.
Deal.
But no, man, I do love cooking.
Me too. I think I gotta go to Walmart today.
Yeah.
I don't have like dinner food. I have like lunch and breakfast food.
Yeah.
I don't have dinner food.
Do you go? Are you a stock up person, like you buy for a week, or are you kind of go every day type person?
I'm a weak person.
Week person.
A weak person. Not weak. Not WEAK. WEEK.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted, guy. I'm not weak. I'm Batman. I'm just playing. I normally go every 4 or 5 days. So sometimes 7 days. So I like to go to the grocery store every week.
Every week, once a week. Yeah.
Once a week, yeah.
Try to do that as well. It's easier down here to not do that because it's 3 blocks that way.
Where do you go?
Ralph's, right around the corner.
Is there Ralph's down here?
Yep, and then there's a Ralph's and a Whole Foods a block away from each other.
Okay.
So I usually go to Ralph's, but we'll go to Whole Foods every once in a while too.
What's the prices at Ralph's looking like?
For what exactly?
Like anything, like let's say Swiss rolls.
I haven't looked.
Oh, it's all good.
but
I just feel like Ralph's is expensive.
Ralph's?
Is it? Let's say juice.
I wouldn't
lemonade. How much lemonade at Ralph's? Because I know how much lemonade at Walmart is.
I would guess $3.
Cool, that's expensive. I mean,
It depends though. It could
It's
be
not really
$2.99.
It could be okay.
But if you get a Ralph's card, you got to get a Ralph's card if you go to Ralph's.
Okay. See,
almost
that's where
everything
I go wrong
there is like $1 less or more, even if you have a Ralph's card.
Okay, then I go wrong when I don't get a Ralph's card. I need a Ralph's card, yo.
Yeah, I wouldn't shop there if it's literally $1, but it definitely does. I mean, it feels good. You're like, oh fuck yeah, I'm saving on this. I'm saving on this. I'm saving on this. Like chicken, they'll often have sales if you have a Ralph's card on chicken. But the chicken there's actually been cheap.
At Ralph's?
Yeah, okay. I buy chicken breasts by the pound, and usually it's $2.99, which is pretty. I see that at Target.
Mm-hmm,
I think it's your throat's like.
I don't know if I'm hungry or I just ate Taco Bell. I don't know why.
You ate Taco Bell?
Yeah, I just ate Taco Bell. I don't know why it's doing that.
What do you get from Taco Bell?
I always get the same thing. I always get chicken quesadilla, chicken quesadilla, and free salt tacos. That's I always get that.
Chicken quesadilla. I'd always get double decker tacos. You ever get those?
Nah, never. It's like 2 tacos on one.
It's so good. It's actually just a hard shell taco covered with a soft shell with beans. So it's almost like a bean burrito covering a taco.
Okay.
I don't know. The texture of the soft and the crunchy. It's so good to me. I haven't had it in probably a couple of years, not gonna lie. I haven't had Taco Bell. I don't think since I moved out here.
That's good. Don't
Where
eat
the fuck
Taco
do you
Bell.
get a Taco Bell out here?
There's one in the valley where I just came from by my crib. An Oxnard. An Oxnard. I like to say Oxnard. A lot of names out here are funny.
Yeah.
Oxnard.
Bro, isn't it funny when you move out here, there's so many things I feel like in pop culture that are, it's just this name of whatever.
What do you mean?
And you think it's cool. It always sounds cool, but then you come out here and you realize it's just a street name.
Like what?
Like Hollywood and Vine, or like
like you always hear that.
Boulevard.
Like Sunset Boulevard is one of those. Like you always hear that in songs. Like,
or even like
when I go to LA, I want to go see that. Yeah, yep. Topanga's another one. Yeah. I hear that in songs too.
I think it's funny.
It is very funny. Like, I think I got used to it.
Yeah.
Like I always try to appreciate it though. I always try to appreciate it and be thankful that I am here in LA because I always want to come here. But yeah, I think I just got used to it, so that's why it's not as big as it used to be. Like when I see the Hollywood sign, I just be like, "Oh, the Hollywood sign."
Yeah,
dope.
Exactly. You're like, "Oh, that's Hollywood's
right
over there."
Yeah. I mean, I might take a photo, but I don't know if I want to.
I've actually never done the Hollywood hike.
You haven't?
No, I've done.
Right here. This one. You got it.
What was it?
It was hair.
It was hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play a joke on me about the Hollywood sign.
No, I wasn't. Nah.
No, I've done hikes over there, like the Griffith, so you can obviously see it from there. Yeah. I've never specifically done the Hollywood hike.
I just discovered like the hike that's right in front of the sign. It's like in a cut though. You have to drive up the mountain where these houses are at, and then you got to park right on the hill, and then you just go in the area where it says no trespassing, but people walk there anyway. And if you walk and you go around the mountain, and then you be literally right in front of Hollywood.
Really?
Like the closest I ever been, right there. And also there's another hike called the Wisdom Tree hike.
Yeah. Where
you go up to this tree, but if you go through the path up the mountains, you're already at the top, but you keep going up a little more, and you're gonna be behind the Hollywood sign.
I just like.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I just like the.
The hammer.
I want to hear some more of the story. I want to see where you go.
I was trying to describe it the best way possible. Yeah, go up and
under
down,
the puddle,
right,
around the house,
under
through
the
trees. You peek out,
the
say hello to everybody in the street, and get out.
Literally, bro, that's literally how it is.
No.
But nah, those are 2 hikes that I know are very close to the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Griffin Observatory.
That one's dope.
Very dope. I love that one. I love going up there. I'm mad COVID is just because I really loved going inside of the observatory.
I've never been inside.
You haven't?
No.
You should.
I've been there so many times. I've never actually gone inside.
Okay. Like once it opens up again, you should definitely try it, bro.
Yeah.
Like go inside and see it because it's dope, bro. If you're into like science, I'm not really into science big time.
I'm not into it, but I do find it fascinating.
Me too.
Like
Me too.
Whenever I give it the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whatever, especially astrology. That's what it is, right? Because it's like
it's
up
basically
there,
astrology,
like
sky. Moon, sky. Why I say moon, sky? I don't know where I'm going with
moon,
this.
Moon, sky, sun, earth, wind, fire,
telescope. Make sure you look through the telescope. There's art, electricity.
Electricity. What's
planets?
Tesla.
Planets. Tesla.
Yep.
Can't forget Tesla.
Pluto.
Pluto. All that.
Not a planet anymore.
It's not a planet. It's a rock.
Yeah.
It's a rock, but Pluto in there.
Yeah.
Pluto's in there. And they got some good water in it.
What's in the observatory?
So when you walk in, picture Greece. I literally like picture Greece, Rome. It's like
the ceilings painting.
Yeah,
like the 16th chapel, whatever.
Yeah, it's like a painting up on the roof. When you go up in there, and there's like this little thing. You look down. It's like spinning. It's like a clock. I don't know. I call it a clock.
Yeah,
I don't know what the name is. You know, they always have something that describes the exhibit, but I never read that. I never read it.
You look at it, cool.
Yeah, I look at it, but it's all my imagination. Yep. It's what I want to make.
That says something that I'm gonna figure out myself.
Exactly.
I'm gonna look at it my own.
That's me. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna observe. I'm like, okay, this is this.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm not always right. But yeah, bro, it's pretty dope. And you go down the hallways and what's it's like just different paintings.
Is the ceiling open for the sky? Or does it open up? That's what I always picture in my head, that it would open up. Is it not? There's not like windows up there?
There probably is like a ceiling that opens up if you hit a button, but not one that I can think of.
Some like super villain shit.
Yeah, like only like the exclusive people.
Yeah.
See the ceiling open up. But nah, it's pretty dope, bro. And then I got like a whole bunch of rings and stuff when you go down to the basement, the tunnel area. This is dope. I like it.
Yeah, so I've never been in. I've been around it. I've been on that hike many times. I've been outside of it. Never been inside. Griffith Observatory. I'm coming for you.
Y'all hear that?
As soon as COVID's up, I'm coming for you.
He's coming for the Griffith Observatory. The Griffith Observatory. Well, I don't know why I'm doing a deep voice today.
Bro, I see you doing. Are you doing voiceover work?
Oh, so I was ADR work.
Okay, so what is that exactly?
So after, let's say ADR work is basically, so let's say you book a role and then you film, and then after you filming, let's say the audio, something's wrong with the audio from that day.
Yeah.
They will send you to the studio and you basically will say your lines over again.
Okay.
So you'll watch the scene and then you listen to what you said, or they might have the words at the bottom of the screen, and you just basically reenact the scene in the studio so they can get a clearer and more perfect sound to match your actions. Yeah. So that's what I did recently.
I didn't know that was called ADR.
Yeah, I just learned this, bro. Like, I did a film called The Protectors, and
sounds sick.
Yeah, it's just a superhero movie. It was pretty dope. Sick. Got my ass whooped.
You were the one who was needing protection from.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They needed the superhero needed to protect the civilians from me.
From you.
From me. I was one of the villains. So I should go down as one of the best villains ever.
So you should have the inn at the observatory, bro.
Literally,
what's going on?
Literally, bro.
You're just not telling me. I see. I get it. I'm catching on.
But no, for the one I just did, bro, it's called a Blue Cherry film. It's a comedy. Yeah. Comedy short. I love comedy. Comedy is my strength. Yeah. I just love making people laugh, and I want to continue to do this as long as I can. And yeah, bro, I'm just thankful for this opportunity that I got, and yeah, just did ADR work for it. Super funny, bro. I did a lot of things I don't remember doing. So you know you did a good job when you do a lot of things you don't remember doing, and I was just laughing my ass off in the studio, but it was fun. I had fun. I didn't want it to end. It went fast. It was an hour. It didn't feel like an hour.
Just the ADR work was an hour?
Yeah, it was an hour. It didn't feel like an hour at all. I was kind of upset when it ended, but
yeah.
The movie's coming out soon, guys.
On what?
That's a great question. Probably YouTube.
YouTube?
Probably YouTube, or probably send it to film festivals if they're still out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're still out there, but we'll see.
And how long were you actually working on the film before the ADR work?
I was only on set for 3 days.
3 days?
3 days. I played like a supporting role.
Yeah.
Supporting role. My character was Sterling. Yeah, he's a complete opposite of me. Sterling's always angry. So imagine me being super angry but talking the same way with the high energy.
I like Ken, but I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you would still be funny.
It was still funny. I'm telling you, man. This movie's gonna be funny, man. I can't wait to see like the final product of it when it's finally out, because I was working with a lot of talented actors. Like the young actors were very talented. The other female actor was talented. Like it was just a great team. Man.
Yeah.
It's always fun working with a great team on set because it makes the whole experience a lot more less stressful and a lot more, I would say, more funner. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
If funner is a word.
Yeah.
I just made it
more fun.
More fun.
Funner.
I sound like a type of like coffee odor or something. Funner cake.
Funnel cake.
I don't know what I'm saying, bro.
Similar.
Yeah, something like that. Funner. Oh my god! But
how did you get that?
I got that role. So I met the director on a different set, and I was playing another supporting role. And I was just a friend, only needed me for one day, and I had like a short role, and my character ended up dying that day too. So it was like a death scene. My first day on set. I know. Like these characters I play, man. Yeah. I just want one character who was a superhero.
He was alive.
The protagonist, right? The protagonist of the story. But yeah, I met him on that set, and we just could continue to keep a connection. And we just happened to know the same people, small little circle. And yeah, he told me about the film, and I said, yeah, I'm available, and I'd love to come through and help out. And that's how I got the role. So
yeah,
it's
networking
dope.
people. It's for real out here. It just, we've talked about that before on the show, is just basically taking any opportunity you can.
Yep.
Because if you're just building more people in the industry, you're building relationships, I guess, with more people. So then, yeah, it's just like that's gonna widen your potential opportunities for yourself.
Amen. Yeah.
And it just happens like that, and
it just happens, especially when there's good energy, good vibes. Like you just know, like something later down the line is gonna happen where you guys will reconnect again.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be a different project where you guys are gonna know someone else, and
or you'll just keep it in mind, like always. Down the road, if you're casting something or you're creating something and writing and you need somebody, you always think, oh, I can reach out to this guy or this girl for sure. Exactly. I mean, I definitely keep that in mind.
Me too, all the time, bro. Networking is big, y'all. Networking is big. Yeah. Meet as many people as you can, talk to as many people as you can. I actually have a kind of like a testimony, like back in this is back in Minnesota, bro. So back in I think 2017, I was just a background on this war film, just an extra, and then I just worked my butt off. Like I was always showing up and just doing my job. And then a year later, I got the opportunity to have just one speaking line in the next war film. And then from there on, now it's just like he bring me back and back, and it all started by me just being a background. So
really,
yeah, like background opened up a lot of doors for me.
Yeah, and
met a lot of people on set, and it led to me getting speaking lines. So
that's amazing.
It is, bro. I always tell people, keep going, keep trying.
That's the hope. Obviously, anytime you do background, you want to, hope it. You can be around people who at least see you as someone who has either potential or is someone who would be someone that they would want to work with. Yeah. You're someone who isn't a nuisance, isn't negative. Kind of like exactly what you're saying at the same time, though, is having a positive experience on set, like being someone who's a part of that instead of the opposite.
Facts.
It's for real.
It is, bro. It's real, bro.
Because, if you're having a good time on set, like, it's just that. It's a good time.
It's a great time. You never forget it. You never forget it. Like, my best times, like, the set that we worked on that one time when it was like a New York scene, that was just a fun day.
That was such a fun day.
We was just vibing, bro. Just having a great time. I think we played a little Uno too, but it was just one of those sets where it's like, man, like, I love doing what I do, because I love meeting new people and being around great vibes and stuff. And it's like, just never forget it. And then later down the line, you be like, okay, like literally, like when I use sets like that as examples to help out other people in the future. When they ask me like, yo, how is it like being on set? I'm like, yo, this is what I experienced being on a great set. So this is what you could do for your set, that helped me out in my experience. So this might help your background.
That's a good point. You're saying for someone who's like a producer or director.
Yep. Tell them like how like background would love to be treated as.
Yeah.
You know, not just some person that's just there and you yelling at them whenever they do something wrong.
Yeah.
Like treat them like
they're
talent. They're people. They're people. They're talent, and they're not gonna be there for forever. You know.
Have you had bad experiences doing background?
Oh, of course.
Have you?
Of course, bro. One time, bro. This one director, I don't know what was wrong with him, but he did not say a word to nobody. He only talked to one person, and then that one person would tell us what he wanted, and he would just stare at you, and they call the other person over to come talk to you. He just stare at you.
Oh, so he was like in the room.
He was in the room right next to you, but he would stare at you, and he would come talk to another person. The other person would tell you what he wanted.
That's
I'm
weird.
like, bro,
just say so.
You have a mouth, you have a voice. Speak to me.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta have
would he stand right in front of you and have the other person say to you what he wants?
Yeah, he was standing on the side of you. Like, if he was standing right there, he would like look at you, probably like this close from right here to that, like that little towel thing. Right there, and just look at you, and won't say a word to you, and it goes to someone else to tell them. I only got $20. I'm like, what type of set is this? Like, I don't know. That directing to me, I don't like that type of directing.
Not at all.
At least communicate.
I mean, that's just weird.
If you want to talk to me. If I'm doing something wrong, tell me. You know.
Were you doing something wrong? Is that why?
No, it was just he just wanted my actions. He told me just action, not just me, but all the other backgrounds.
Yeah.
He wanted our actions.
So he was literally standing right there as the person right there is telling you what he wanted them to say to you.
Mm-hmm. Did not say a word to us. Very weird. Very weird.
And it was really weird.
Couple times. What's another bad story? Well, here's a funny story. Minnesota, we did overnight in the snow. Never again.
I've done one of those, but not in Minnesota. I was out here.
Oh, those overnights are tough. You know how hard overnights is.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it was in the cold, bro. And
that would suck. That's a whole nother element.
It was like a driving scene, movie driving scene. So we're outside and we're in these cars, but the cars didn't have no windows. So when they said action, we had to take off our coats and then walk, do the action part. But it was so cold, bro.
Was the film not in the winter? So you had to act
it was in winter. We had to act like it was warm.
That's what I'm saying. So in the movie or the film, it was not winter time?
It was winter time. I mean, no, it was not winter time.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's why we took off the coats. It wasn't winter time in the film, and it was actually winter time. Yeah. So we had to pretend like we wasn't cold. So like moments like that, it's like we're human. Try to make sure that the background are warm. Try to make sure that they're safe, that they're not freezing their butts off, or I don't know what it's called, or hypothermia. Yeah. There we go, hypothermia, like catching a hypothermia. Sometimes it's just like they treat us like we're just an object when we're really people. My best experiences and the ones that I really put a lot of effort in are from experiences where the PAs respected me, the director respected me, and we all came together to create their project, their vision. Yeah, I'm always listening, but you always got to do your job no matter what, obviously. But be professional. But come on now, treat us better.
I mean, yeah, that's any workplace, you want obviously to be treated well. Mm-hmm. It's going to make you more motivated and willing to do whatever it is you need to do. Not that you weren't already, but it's just everyone knows that. That's just human nature. Like,
facts.
If you're feeling disrespected and put down and worthless, basically, then it's not going to be the most enjoyable experience. So you're probably not going to do your
best job.
Yeah.
But it's temporary.
It is temporary. I was going to say,
it won't be there long.
Because you're obviously pursuing acting.
Yeah, pursuing.
And not just trying to do background. And I see you doing legitimate roles. I mean, I saw that war film.
Yep.
I seen you in one, which I actually bought to watch, started it, and then lost the capability of watching it on Amazon. The one I think you did in Minnesota.
Oh, this or that.
The relationship one?
Yeah, this or that. I did that one. That's another comedy romance.
Amazon, right?
Amazon Prime, yep. Thank you for buying that, by the way. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
No problem,
I couldn't say the word. But yeah, bro. I have been booking roles. I have been booking speaking roles, which I'm super thankful for. That's why I'm like, with background, I really just do it because this is a great way to meet. It's a great way to meet people.
For sure.
That's how I met you.
For sure.
And it's a great way to learn because I don't have the money for classes, or I had a bad experience with class that makes me not want to go back to class.
Really?
Yeah. So I learned.
Would you be willing to talk about it?
I could talk about it.
For sure.
So basically what happened was I had to pay up front for the class.
Yeah.
And I'm in high school, and I gave them basically all my money.
Damn.
I think I paid $400 up front, and they wanted like $1,000 by December, and it was like September. And I'm in high school. I had to pay because my mom was going to pay for me because it was my decision.
Back in Minnesota?
Yeah. It was my decision and everything to join this acting class. And turned out, like, I think it was a scam, bro. So ever since that experience, it's just like every time people bring up acting classes to me, it's like
kind of like a PTSD type.
Kind of in a way. And I'm more of a visual learner anyway. So, I mean, yeah, acting classes, you can learn visually. But it's just from that experience, it made me not want to join or pay for another class.
So did you never actually have class?
I did go to class for 4 weeks. I went for 4 weeks, but it was a program where they said that after this acting classes are up, they're going to prepare you. And after that, you're going to do a showcase. And then after the showcase, you should get an agent or something. And you be in like some type of show. And I didn't make it that far, obviously, but it's just, they just kept taking my money. I was like, I don't think this is. It didn't feel right.
Yeah.
So I left.
So I guess what I'm just trying to understand what didn't feel right, because you still had class though.
I had class, and
or was it like
all I remember learning was slating.
So you just knew it was bullshit, is what you're saying?
Kind of, in a way. It felt like it, bro. It was just, I didn't feel like I wasn't learning. I didn't feel like I was really growing. All we did was slate, and they tell us to learn lines. Come back and say those lines in front of the class. We got judged on it, and then we go sit down, watch someone else do it, and then we go back and then do the same thing the next week. That's what it was like. And I was like, I could do this myself. I can learn lines my own. And I learned through my experiences on emotions and stuff like that. Like, I tell people now, I think life is more of an acting class to me than being in class. I feel like you can learn more in life and from life experiences or seeing people as you're walking around.
It's huge, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to learn how to apply it, but that really is. That's what I've learned in class is basically trying to take your life and apply it to these scenes. So, do you mind if I ask who that was in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Do you remember who it was? I can cut it out too if you don't want it to be in here. I can cut out anything.
Yeah. That's all good. I think they call it like John Robert Power or something, bro.
Okay.
So something like that name. And yeah. Ever since then I was like,
That's too bad, bro.
But I'm always open to learning. Like, if I'm like, let's say, filming an audition, and there's another actor in the room that obviously knows more than me because I'm still learning, I'm going to listen to that person. I'm gonna like, okay, like I didn't do that right, or I got to show this more emotions, or I got to be more into character, you know. So I'm always still open to learning and taking constructive criticism from other people. Yeah. Especially if it's a film. If it's a film that I did and I didn't do a good job, let me know so I can be better in the next film. So I think, honestly, bro, like that's how I learn. That's how I get better. That's how I am. That's how I made it this far in acting, by learning from my own failures.
Yeah, I would, as a friend, definitely say give it another shot maybe. But definitely, be careful, 100%.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because that can happen. And especially, I've talked about this a little bit before on here too with, I forget who it was, but I feel like somewhere like Minnesota and even Minneapolis is pretty big compared to a lot of other places around the country. But I feel like it's really easy. It would be really easy there for someone to take advantage of people like that because there's not that many people there talking about like acting classes. Like out here, obviously it's everywhere. That's a huge part of the economy. So back in Minnesota or somewhere else in the country where it's just not a part of like their daily life or economy, I feel like there's a lot of people there who could get sucked into something because that's the only person they can find who's even talking about that.
Facts.
And then they want money up front. So you got to definitely be careful. And
it was definitely a learning lesson. I count it as a blessing because I learned from it. It definitely wasn't an L. I learned a lot from that experience.
Yeah. I think it could have been more money or
it
could always be worse.
Could have lost more money, but I didn't. I was just pushing carts at the time. I was working at Cub. Pushing carts, so I wasn't making enough money to pay for the class, so that's why I was like, let me get out of here. You're smart then. You got out.
That's the good move. But have you ever thought about doing, obviously I don't think you can right now, but the groundlings?
I was always told about it.
But I was
told about
kill that.
No, I never like fully like, I never fully like told myself to do it.
Yeah.
Go do it. I don't know, bro. I think because of the experience, bro. I just like every time I hear about acting classes,
It makes you uncomfortable.
Like, push it aside. Yeah, push it aside.
Yeah.
But
Look into it. I don't think they're open right now. I haven't looked myself, so I really don't know. But because I don't think anywhere inside is open. But they're very legit. They've been legit for like a shit ton
I
of
heard
SNL.
Melrose, right?
What's that?
They're on Melrose, right?
Yeah. I've thought about. I want to take some classes from there because the classes I was doing were definitely more serious, if you want to say, just acting classes.
That's what I need
for film.
My drama.
Yeah. And Groundlings is improv.
Okay.
And it's like I think it's a whole like school system though. Like there's literally like levels, so it's like really competitive. I've heard.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's like different levels to it.
Yeah.
They start the amateur level.
Yeah, so you gotta like graduate up.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of SNL, I think.
A lot of great actors came from there.
Yeah, like very, very successful people.
What is it? Open City, One City, Second City.
Yeah, what is the other one?
I think it's Second City, right? In Chicago.
I don't know what it is. I have an idea in my head of what you're trying to say or talk about, but I can't think of what it is either.
Second City,
something like that.
Like Steve Carell and
came from there, like an improv group, improv school or class,
Chicago,
whatever.
Because I was told about it. Because it was a time period where I did want to go to, like, performing arts school.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was out of high school. So instead of me going to college, I wanted to go to like performing arts school.
Mm-hmm.
And Columbia in Chicago kept popping up. And then I heard about Second City in Chicago. So I was like two options.
Mm-hmm.
If I had the money, I probably would have went. But decided to go to St. Cloud.
You think about doing that in the future, still, or no?
We'll see. We'll see where I'm at. Career rise and like money wise sound like Pennywise.
Pennywise is kind of money wise too.
Money wise. Yeah, let's see who I meet. You never know. I have met someone who wants to be a coach, and I should start going to her class more.
Yeah.
Cause she has taught me a lot from the 2 times I have been to her class. So.
Does she have a website or something that people can review and?
Nah, her name is Valita. Shout out to Valita, my homegirl. She just has a passion for acting. She's a talented actor, and she has a passion for coaching too.
Yeah. So you trust her, obviously. Is what
I
was gonna
definitely
ask.
trust her. Like,
she's not gonna get over on you.
She sees that I have the talent, but there's a lot of things I do need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And she just tells me like, do this next time, you do this and that. So she might be my acting coach one day. I don't know. You never know where you end up in life. So. Yeah,
man. There's I think a lot out here that are very capable coaches or studios to go to or teachers. I mean, there's also a lot of shitty ones and people trying to scam people and so I mean, I'd hate to see that happen again for you, because I know it helped me a lot. I felt at least grow. I spoke about this just the previous episode. Yeah, grow as an actor, but also just as a person. Like, because you're diving into yourself. You're trying to use your own life, like we were just saying, to connect to these roles you're playing and like what can bring those scenarios out of you. So then you obviously kind of look at what they were teaching us there is what have you gone through yourself or similar that could kind of elicit a similar response that would, you could apply to this scene.
Okay.
And if you haven't anything, obviously it's not going to be the exact same thing every time, but it's like, yeah, what has happened to you that's similar or that you could kind of, connect to exactly to portray this potential maybe emotion or response, or so it makes sense in the scene is, but yeah, so you dove into yourself a lot. Yes,
that's what I did, bro. Well, that's what I do. Yeah, like I said, bro, like life is my acting coach, my acting coach, and learn from my pain. That's why I think I'm so funny, because I've been through a lot of pain growing up, a lot of struggle. So I just turned that into joy and laughter to make someone else laugh.
I always say that about comedians. They're always coming from pain.
Yep, that's where
it makes them funny. Have you thought about doing stand-up?
That's another thing people try to get me to do. I'm not there yet. I'm not. I wouldn't say confident wise because I know I can. If I really tap into it, I really find the confidence to do it.
Yeah.
It's just more of me just actually
wanting it
and telling myself to go do it. Right now, I don't feel it. I just don't feel it inside. So I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing right now, and that's just try to be on set as much as I can. Yeah. To where I can become a full-time actor.
I get that 100%.
Yeah.
You definitely have the energy for it.
Yeah.
And I think then it'll just be, obviously you got to write for yourself and be good at writing, but getting comfortable being on stage and
speaking in front of people.
Yeah, I would like to do it myself, and
you should,
because I just love stand-up as a fan, and so I don't know. That's just I love trying things that I love consuming. You could say. Yeah.
When you do your first show, I'm gonna be there. You gotta let me know.
I'm gonna do. All right. How about?
I'm gonna be there.
We'll do our first show together.
You better make me laugh. You better make me laugh. That's all I can say. You make me laugh.
You're gonna be laughing at how bad it is.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you out. You make me laugh. I'm gonna I'm gonna hear
like,
that.
He fucking sucks.
Yeah. You hear that? It should help you keep going.
When no one's laughing, I'll give you a look in the back, and you'll just laugh.
Yeah. You could be looking like, oh, that's the look. That's the look. I'm just like,
dude, no one's laughing. Give me something.
That'd be funny. I think that would actually be funny if you like was on stage and it was like, let's say like you're bombing it and then you have like your homie out there and like you just doing absolutely terrible and then you just stop in front of everybody and be like, yo, Tommy, man, I'm not doing so well. Laugh for me. I'm finna say this joke, okay? So my mom. I think people actually will laugh at that. Yeah. If they have a sense of humor, they will laugh at it.
I think they would too. And it'd be even funnier if it wasn't your friend.
Right. Like everybody in the crowd thinking this is your friend, but you don't
except
know
that guy. That guy doesn't know you. And he's just looking at you. What? And everybody's like, oh, it's his friend?
Right. That would be hilarious, bro.
No, I don't fucking know that guy.
That would be funny. And another thing too, me and my roommate, because he brought it up. My uncle always brings it up. My uncle always tell me start with stand up because that's how like when he grew up, what is it called, Def Jam
Records?
Def Jam Records. They had like a comedy show. What's it called?
Def Jam comedy show. I think.
I think it was called Def Jam comedy, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhere in that realm.
Something like that.
He grew up around that time and. He tell me about all these guys, and Chris Tucker is one of my biggest inspirations. But people like him, Martin, Bernie Mac, and all those guys, that's where they started, and that's how it led them into movies and Jamie Foxx and getting their own TV shows.
Exactly.
Now look where they're at right now.
Exactly. And that's what I think about too, because it is you're writing for yourself. So I think it shows that if you have any success in that, people can trust you as a writer. You could be hired as a writer for a show.
Facts.
That happens. You could be hired to host a show because obviously you're good speaking and with people in front of you. So a lot of comedians will do that. They get whatever. They become a host of the show, or they become successful comedians or actors, or it just seems like it's a good place to start for a lot of avenues. So that is the reason I think of it for myself even too. Like, even if you never become a very successful comedian,
as long as you do what you love, you're already successful.
True.
If you're doing what you love, you're already successful. Always remember that. Right now, you're doing what you love. You're in a great spot. You're already successful, bro. You're living your dream. I always remind myself that. But it's just you just keep doing it. And honestly, keep doing it as long as you can.
Bringing in that damn positivity.
Yeah, gotta stay positive,
great.
bro. No, gotta look at life in a different perspective.
I need to do that often as well. Remind yourself, because I was thinking about that just the other day. It might have been this morning even, just kind of like what you're saying. I always wanted to move out here as a kid, and now I am. I always wanted to live downtown somewhere, and now I am.
You in the middle of downtown.
Yeah,
this is gorgeous. Man, you should have saw the way I drove to your spot, bro. I said, oh!
You called me. What's up? Oh!
I said, you live in G12. You live in G12.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, man. Sometimes I feel like we just don't. We're just like, we don't see the blessings that we have. And we don't see how far we really came, and we don't see how much we really accomplished in life. Because I think we always want more and more and more. We want something more and more and more. And then when we get it, we kind of like we put it aside. We're like, oh yeah,
okay, cool, got it. What's next?
Cool, what's next? Want again? Want something else? Want something else? Want something else? But really, man, you already doing it. You're already living the life that you want. You're already doing it, man. But it's just gonna keep getting better and better. Mm-hmm. If you don't give up, it's gonna keep getting better and better. Honestly,
it's for real, and I think especially out here because obviously acting and trying to be successful and anything doesn't have to be acting.
Yeah, anything. We're
obviously living in the entertainment industry. It's you have to most of the time look at it as like a long-term game.
Yeah,
and so course. Your focus is always probably far in the future. Like
always,
okay,
that's where
I'm trying to work towards this way out there, and so whatever kind of building you do on the way, it's easy to not ignore it, but not recognize it for the success that it is.
Exactly, bro. I came a long way. I started making. I would accept the phone, and I'll just record myself. Mm-hmm. That's where I started, and then I went to Vine, and then I went to YouTube, and just from there I made it to movies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I made that much progress without an agent or a manager, and I had just great people just kept coming. Mm-hmm. Over and over, like the more and more I kept going, like just many times in the past, I said, I'm gonna stop doing this, doing this, or someone negative will come in and tell me to stop doing it or do something else.
Yeah,
that I would take that negativity and I would push it into my career to get better. I'll figure out a way to get better. I was like, okay, I'm not good at this. I'll figure out a way to get better at doing this. I'm gonna figure out a way to get better at doing this. Every time I feel like I'm not good enough, I find a way to get better. But man, honestly, bro, I came a long way. I came a long way. So right now I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. Mm-hmm. And like I say all the time, I'm going to keep making people laugh as long as I can. So right now I feel like this is success. But
you're on the path of it.
I'm on the path, definitely on the path of it, and it's going to continue to grow.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing you hear, not all the time, but it's a good thing to hear every once in a while. As an actor or someone who is trying to pursue acting or kind of anywhere in that realm, obviously you get rejected a lot.
Of course, yep.
But that rejection and all that is like that is what being an actor is.
Yeah.
So you gotta, even myself, I'm speaking to myself here, like whatever, you have times where you're down or you're thinking like, fuck, the hard times, I guess, mentally, and you're like, wait, you got to remind yourself, this is what being an actor is.
It is.
And I knew that going into it, and I almost actually looked forward to that because I thought that'd be a cool, story to conquer, basically.
Yeah.
It's always cool to hear that with successful people. Yeah.
You never know who's watching you, bro. You never know who you're inspiring.
Yeah.
Why you doing this. So.
Yeah. Going through it can be harder than you think, but then, you just got to remind yourself, okay, this is what it is being an actor at this point of where I'm at. That is what it is. Like I am doing, because it's like you're doing the process. Say you're not getting on set for a little while and you're getting auditions rejected, and you're just like, shit. Like
I call it the acting drought. Drought. I've been through so many acting droughts where it's like it'll go so well, and then boom, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, and you're like, am I even an actor?
4 or 5 months. Yeah, But I learn over time, so you just learn as you go, bro, and you gain knowledge, and. Bro, my last one recently happened. It was the end of 2020. I just wasn't getting nothing. Nothing was coming through, bro. I know COVID was happening, but there was work. Yeah. There's just nothing was falling to my lap. So, like I said, I learned from my past, and this time what I did, I made sure I stayed ready so I wouldn't have to get ready because I knew work was coming back. I always know when I go through acting droughts, work is going to find its way back to me. If I continue to stay in this path, I continue to do what I'm doing, work is going to find me. Opportunities are going to find me. Networking, you never know what's going to happen, but I stayed ready this past time, so I wouldn't have to get ready, and literally work came back.
Boom.
Came back, and I was ready for it. Auditions. And my first audition was kind of, shaky, but it was good to, dust off the cobwebs, bro, and get right back into it. So I just say stay ready so you won't have to get ready. So this time period, just, do whatever you can to, just stay on top of your game. So when the opportunities come back to you, you'll be like, all right, I'm ready. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Y'all been sleeping on me for too long. I've been up. And I'm ready. I'm ready to show y'all what I got. For real, bro.
No, that's perfect. That is the mindset you need to have, because it is exactly that. If you're going through an actor's drought, something's gonna come along, and if you're not ready, then it's like, okay, well then that's just another missed opportunity.
Yep.
And that's also probably gonna happen.
It's also it happened.
So,
definitely happened with me.
Don't let it make you give up or anything, but it's obviously better, to stay ready. And you're just working on your craft. Like maybe you're not doing a role at the moment, and you often will not be doing a role at the moment.
Facts. I tell myself, bro. Tell myself this.
Yeah, it's like it really is true. And they say, being the job is not acting. The job is like practicing, getting better, auditioning. That is more the job than even being on set and acting.
Acting is probably like 10% of it.
Yeah,
it's like 10% of it. You got the business side, you got the failure side, you got networking, headshots, auditions. You got all of it. All that is acting. That's the life of an actor. Yeah. Everything. That's all in that bowl. You got all this in this bowl, and you're stirring up the bowl. And the other thing, okay, I got to audition this day. Okay, I got a photo shoot this day. Okay, I'm finna do PA work. Okay, I'm finna direct. All that's in the bowl of being an actor in the entertainment industry. Whatever it is, you just do whatever it is you can to stay.
I love that visual. The bowl.
The bowl.
Pull something out.
What's in here? It was okay.
It's like a fortune.
I'm in a drought. It's a party.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Well, what can I do?
What can I do to get better?
Exactly.
But I was taught this back in 2017 by a wise man. Wise man once told me. I like to use that. I always want to use that in an interview. A wise man once told me. I'm gonna put the coffee down. A wise man once told me, every day just make 1% progress. If you make 1% progress that day, then that day was a successful day.
I love that.
Yeah.
Again, that's something that you, speaking to myself here, I should keep in mind, and everyone should keep in mind, because it's hard to. It's easy to forget. I guess it's very easy to forget, and you think, at least for myself, I have a lot of ambition, and
hell, me too.
Every day is like, I
can tell you do, bro. I can tell.
Yeah, I gotta get all these things done. If I don't get all these done today, fail. Fucking fail, dude.
Really, I know. I feel the same way, bro. I be feeling the same way.
But it's like, I don't know.
But you think about it though, you make 1% progress every day, bro. At the end of the year, that's 365 days. At the end of the year, you make 365% progress that year. Yeah. And that's way better than you not doing something or
giving up.
Yeah, or giving up. Way better than that.
I mean, that's the only other option. That's what it always comes down to, really. You're just like, even if I'm frustrated or whatever about something, I'm not going to give up. So it's just like, okay, whatever. Get over it.
Yep, get over it.
Get over it, move on.
And it will get better. You will find a way to overcome it. You'll find a way to adjust to that situation. Always, you will find a way to adjust. But, yeah, man. It's all things I was taught that I love to share with other people, because it helps me with my mentality. Like, I wasn't always like this, bro. In high school, I quit for the first time ever. And me quitting was the worst. Not the worst decision, but it was a decision I wish I never would have made.
What did you quit?
I quit basketball.
Yeah.
I love basketball. But at a point of time, I was mentally not there. I felt like I wasn't getting better. I felt like I wasn't making no improvements or nothing. And it wasn't fun. And I thought me quitting was get rid of all the problems. Mm-hmm. Made it worse. Mm-hmm. I had more problems. But I learned from that, and I told myself, I made a promise to myself. I said, I'm never going to quit again, no matter how hard it gets. Mm-hmm. Like, no matter how hard it gets, I'm never going to quit again. So, and then ever since then, bro, I've just been like training my mind to be more positive, and then more positive people have been coming into my life and teaching me what they've done in their life to get success. So, yeah, bro.
I believe it attracts.
It's very attractive. Yep.
It really is, and I mean, it's all this shit ties together. That's what's crazy, and networking, and you go to every opportunity, you take every opportunity. Again, like I just said, networking, and then you see people there who are positive. You want to be around those people who are positive, and those people are probably trying to do something, and you're trying to do something, and then we all know somebody, and we're all trying to do something, and then something happens. Yep. And then you meet someone else there because they knew somebody. It's just like connected.
I call it the positive domino effect. You ever stack up some dominoes around a room? Yeah. We knock over one domino that's positive, it hits another domino that's positive, hits another domino that's positive. The people represent the dominoes. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty soon, everyone around the room is getting affected and getting hit with positivity. And they're going to hit the next person. Hit the next person.
Bro, you need to be in voiceover if you're not. You need to be. Bro, you definitely have a career in comedy, in acting. You definitely have a career in voiceovers.
Thank you.
That job I always hear is, you'll hear actors say that, like, this is the best job I've ever done. You get to go to the studio, you get to go to work in, sweatpants and whatever, and you just act for this like cartoon, and it's just your voice.
That should sound fun.
It does sound fun.
We have a fun ass job.
Yeah.
We have a lit ass job. You really think about all the things like, what's the most easiest thing you done on set that you got paid for?
The easiest thing I've done on set that I've gotten paid for? You
want to know mine?
Yeah.
I'll let you think.
I need to think because I've done a lot of free stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the things I got paid for.
Man, one of the best things I think I ever done. Oh, I got a couple. I got a lot.
You got a lot?
I got a lot.
You got off the top.
But I'm going to use this one. Bro, I got paid to clap. I got paid to clap and laugh. I'm like.
Are you counting background?
Background.
Oh, shit. Yeah, background.
Yeah. Got paid to clap and laugh. One time I got paid to watch movies for 3 hours. Yeah. They didn't even use me. They didn't need me. I got paid to watch 3 movies.
Yeah.
7 hours straight watching movies. Another time I got paid to destroy a school. I hated school. I was like, I took all my anger out. I just needed this. It was like therapy.
Picturing your most hated teacher up there.
Man.
Is this your homework? I don't give a fuck.
Right. Yeah. Woo! Just ripping up homework pieces of paper. Because, man, you know how stressful school made me. Yeah. Man, it's true. School was just too much. Too much. I did love gym class, though. I love gym. Yo, I love gym, man. Gym was
fun as fuck.
Especially competitive gym. Oh, my God.
Except if it was first hour.
Oh, yeah. If it was first hour, then you go the whole day stinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Smelling musty.
Yeah.
Funky. Can't talk to none of the ladies because all the ladies think you're funky. They always talk to some other guy, especially me, because I didn't know no parties in high school. I didn't know nothing. I was just a funny guy walking around the school. I knew people because I talked to everybody, but
yeah, I was gonna say you.
I didn't know about no parties or nothing. I wasn't outgoing or nothing. So all the female, when they all, you know how female are in high school.
Yeah,
they just friends on my ass. Get no play.
Bro, that surprises me. You definitely, bro. You would be the life of a party.
I'm telling you, man. See, I just use all that into comedy now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've been through, man. You do all that for comedy.
That's smart. Use it.
All that pain. That was painful. That was a painful time.
High school, not fun for you?
Oh no, it was fun.
Oh.
I definitely made it fun. That's another thing. What happened, bro? After I quit, it recreated me almost.
Yeah.
I felt like I just became more freer, bro. My junior year, bro, I was just doing what I wanted. I did what made me happy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel happy my sophomore year because I was so mentally
down,
confused and going through so much mentally. Where my sophomore year came around, I'm like, I'm finna do me. Mm-hmm. I dress different. I wear my hoodies on backwards. Wear 2 same shoes with different colors. I did everything. And it was just, I think that what created who I am now. I mean, I've always been this person, but it created who I am now, like this character that I am personality-wise and everything. So, yeah, man.
Were you shy when you were a kid?
Yes.
You were?
Very shy. Growing up, very shy. Around adults, I remember being very shy. I think I started breaking out of it when I started playing sports.
Yeah. In high school?
Or
after?
I'll say middle school. It's like when I slowly, I was always good around my friends. Mm-hmm. But when I started playing sports, that's when I started breaking out of, and I started talking to more people. And then when high school came around, it was a wrap. I was talking to everybody. Know everybody.
Couldn't get you to shut up?
Talking to everybody.
That's interesting, though.
Some fun things, fun memories.
Yeah. Where did you go to high school?
Armstrong on Plymouth. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, for sure. I had some friends from Plymouth. I'm trying to remember if I knew that or if I'm thinking of someone else who also went there.
Probably did. It's a small world in Minnesota.
It is. So that's the thing. I'm surprised. I guarantee someone who sees what I'm posting is going to know you.
Probably. I'm
sure of that.
That's how the world works.
Yeah, especially Minnesota is not small, but when you come somewhere like this, you think back and it is really small.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? There's
very
obviously
small.
A couple million people in the Twin Cities, but you go anywhere and usually it seems like you see someone that you knew or know.
Yep.
from some time of your life or someone you're with does, you know.
Yeah.
Like that never happens out
That's
here.
so crazy. It'd be mind blown. I'm like, you know her?
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah. Especially out here, even. Like you know a whole crew of people from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I know a whole crew of people from Minnesota.
It's a lot of
They
us.
probably know of each other, and I'm almost positive that you know guys. Some of the guys you know came from the same studio. From Privilege. Yeah.
Same one. Yeah, I know a lot of those guys, and what do I do? I know more, bro. I know people from my high school that's out here.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because it's like I always had a feeling, bro. One day when I get the right platform, bro, I'm gonna tell the world how talented people from Minnesota are. Yeah. It's like we don't get the recognition. It's called recognition.
Recognition.
I said recognition. Recognition.
Rock Nation, baby.
Rock Nation. You are now tuned in with Rock Nation. The recognition. The recognition. Minnesota doesn't get the recognition that it deserves, bro. I've been to a lot of events where I see people sing, and I'm just looking at them like, wow, like. More people need to hear your voice. Or I've been
back in Minneapolis.
Yes, back in Minnesota when I used to go to shows. That's how I met a lot of people in Minnesota. Cause my brother, he used to film these shows, and I used to go there and network, and then I started going to shows on my own and start meeting more people that way. And also when I acted with people in Minnesota, I'm like, yo, bro, like you got me out of character because that's how great your acting was. I actually felt sorry for him, and I just got out of character because I couldn't be in character because that's how talented of an actor he was or she was, and female too. And it was like, man, like Minnesota really has a lot of gifted people, but it's not just on the map. We gotta find someone to put Minnesota on the map. I feel like, I feel like we all leave because Minnesota is just. I feel like you can't really get too far.
Exactly.
Before it's like a wall where you just can't get past that wall.
Yeah, and then it really is kind of that. At least, I mean, we're obviously still young, so I'm sure there's people who've made careers there, but it's not the best place. It wouldn't. I mean, acting isn't the best career choice, and then staying in a small market would then even almost double down on a poor career choice. Facts. So it's like you most likely are gonna want to go somewhere
bigger, or probably come back and try to make your own, or something like that.
But bro, I think about that too. Minneapolis needs its Drake.
It does,
bro. We need someone to just
think about Minneapolis downtown. We have one. I honestly think our downtown is better than this downtown. I really do. What do you think?
Probably second. I haven't seen down here like open because it's just been COVID.
Yeah, it's been closed. Okay.
I mean, obviously, shit around the Staples Center is really cool. I mean, there's obvious negatives to hear that we don't have in Minneapolis. Really, like kind of the. I mean, I was gonna say like the craziness, kind of there's a lot of crime down here.
A lot of crime in Minneapolis.
Obviously, it's a little dirtier. It's a lot overrun with the issue with homeless people and all that. We have homeless people in Minneapolis, but definitely not like here. Most places in the world don't have it like here. But I've heard crime in Minneapolis has gotten bad as well.
It's really bad in summertime.
Since the George Floyd riots and all that.
Man, it's sad. It's like do you wake up? Like, how do you wake up with that much anger to the point where, like, I'm gonna kill someone? I just don't sit right with me. I'm all about love. I think we should spread love more, and that's how we can make this world a little bit better. More peaceful. One random act of kindness a day can make this world a better place. I believe. People want to wake up and choose hate and violence, especially in Minneapolis. Like, y'all shouldn't be doing that, especially after what we went through last year. Like.
That was crazy. Were you home for that?
I was.
We haven't spoken.
I was home for that.
I was home. Yeah, when the riots and protesting first took place, and I was home when George Floyd got killed.
Yeah, me too.
I was at Lake Harriet.
You were at Lake Harriet?
Yeah, obviously didn't know it was happening, but like that evening I was there.
I was at a friend's house playing Monopoly. Yeah. It didn't really hit us that night, but the next day, that's when we saw everything
the
on down.
Video.
It was like, Minneapolis is like on fire. Like, Minneapolis is really turning up right now. And then it got worse and worse throughout the week. I didn't go down there at night or the first couple of days, but later that week I did participate in protests and stuff. It was a peaceful protest, but it didn't end well. I don't know if you heard about it, but it was a semi-truck that drove through.
You were at that?
I was there on the bridge.
Fuck. Yeah, I definitely heard about that.
Yeah, bro. And they said it was an accident. It wasn't an accident. Bro, it was right there, like he was coming right here. I was like, just happened to be in a group right here, but I never seen so many people scatter so quickly.
Yeah.
And get out the way. Like, I honestly believe there was an angel there. Like, God was there, because there's so many people that was sitting down, got up, and started screaming and running different ways, but no one tripped or fell over another person, and no one got hit by the truck.
That's just crazy.
Ain't that crazy? And I seen the truck driving at least 70, 80 miles per hour. He was not trying to stop. And he saw us. He's high up in the air. He probably saw us from long distance. He know that we was on that bridge sitting there.
And it was closed, wasn't it? Like, he wasn't supposed to be
closed, but they let him in. It's a video of them, the cops letting the truck in, and him driving down the highway towards us. And we're just sitting there peacefully. And they told us what they really got us was, they said that the mayor was coming. So we waited for the mayor on the bridge, because he was going to come speak to us. And then literally 5 minutes after, that's when the truck came.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think it was a setup. But thank God no one got hurt. All my friends were okay. I made sure, like, fear did take over for me, but after a while, I snapped out of it. I don't know how. And I just got some type of energy from somewhere to make sure that everybody was good, because I seen people running towards the truck. In my mind, I thought it was a suicide mission. I thought he had this gas truck and he was going to blow it up. I thought he was going to commit suicide, blow the gas up, and it caused an explosion because there was people running towards the truck. So I was like, those people obviously were angry and they want to fight. But also seen people that were scared, seen people crying, seen people shaking. There was a lady driving a car that couldn't drive her car because she was just shaking. She couldn't move. So we had to push her car out the way. Literally, after we pushed her car up, cop came down, cop chased us, ran, jumped over the fence, and that's when I ripped my shirt. I kept the shirt just for memories of the day. But man, it was wild. It was wild. That was a wild day, but everybody made it out safe.
That's what's crazy.
That's a miracle.
You know, when I heard that, I was home during that. I wasn't down there, but you know, seeing that on the news, and it's like, how the fuck did that happen and no one got hurt? Right. A semi drove into a group of people and no one got hurt.
It was God, bro. It was a miracle. Like, that's crazy to me, bro. I still think about that day sometimes. It's like, it's almost gonna be a year too. I'm going back there around the same time. So it's about to be a year since that happened, but. Man, that was wild. And everybody, I knew so many people there. So many people that I grew up with. Or so many people I just came encountered with later in my life. And I was like, man, if I would have lost someone that day, I would still be, I'd still hurt.
Oh, for sure. The whole thing, I was talking about this with another guest, or I was talking about this with another friend of mine that I had on the show before, but when I was in Minnesota, I did a couple episodes. And just... like, it's almost been a year now, and the craziness of it's still kind of hard to process. Or it's like, it's one of those things I think it'll take a while even still. Like, our whole lives, we'll look back and think about it more and more and be like, damn, that was wild. Like, it got crazy for weeks. I mean, it's still, that's what I'm saying. I still hear it's like crazy down there. It is? Like, more than normal, I guess, is what I've heard. Is that there's a lot more crime.
It doesn't help with COVID.
Exactly. Dude, that's the thing. I think the whole, like... what a time last year was.
Last year was
crazy.
I would say a horror, drama, comedy film. Everything. It was every genre in 1 year.
Like, you're talking about using pain, bro. Like, and laughing. Like, that's why I'm laughing, because it was just so bad.
For real.
It was almost like you couldn't, if before last year happened, you told, you know, you or me, this is gonna happen. Even like in February, like in March, and then April, May, this is all gonna happen. Like,
I wouldn't believe it.
You're lying to me. Yeah, that's an excessive movie plot.
Yeah, literally, bro. Last year was an excessive movie plot, bro. Like, it was written.
It was crazy.
Directed by John Abrams. I don't know.
J.J. Abrams.
That's his name.
Transformers, the big explosions.
JJ. My bad, JJ. I thought you was John. JJ, my bad. If you ever see this one day.
Maybe JJ's a nickname.
Ooh.
John Jacob.
It might be John Jacob Adams. Might be your name. I'll meet you one day.
Yeah, bro. And I went down there actually went down there after the first night of rioting.
How was that? Because I definitely didn't go down there.
No, I didn't go down there in the evening. I went down there. I guess it was the early evening. It was still like sunlight though. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see, I just felt like it was a really big moment, and
it was.
I wanted to see it, you know.
It was definitely history in Minnesota.
For sure, 100%. And Because my hometown isn't down in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm north of the city, like 30 minutes. And so I went down there, and I didn't really know where to go, to be honest, of like where everything happened.
It's like around Lake Street.
Yeah. So we went to the George Floyd, the intersection.
Okay.
Where he got killed, and we saw the memorial, and people were protesting there during the day, and that was
a lot going on. Right?
That was really powerful. Yeah.
Gave me like Stay Fair vibes a little bit.
Yeah, but obviously very different.
Different. Yeah, more of a memorial type of vibe. But people cooking and all that.
Yeah.
People speaking on the stage.
Handing out. They had a stage there when you went?
When I walked down there, yeah, it was a stage.
Damn, so it got even bigger.
Yeah, it did. It's crazy.
When I was there, it was just people in the street. Obviously, the intersection was still closed, and it was literally the next day. So, but there was already, like, the mural was already up and done, and there was flowers everywhere, and there's a lot going on. So we saw that, but we didn't see, like, the destruction. We didn't know where to go to see that.
Mm-hmm.
But then we went down there the next day because, it happened multiple nights in a row, and then we saw a lot of the destruction, and it was like it felt like a war zone. That's what I was talking with his name's Michael before. It literally felt like a war zone, and because shit was just still on fire, whole blocks destroyed. It was crazy. I don't know. So it was hard to. It still is even now.
You see like the buildings like crumpled.
Yeah.
And some of that area from my childhood. So it's
it?
Yeah, like I used to go to I don't know if it's called orthodontist for my yearly check.
Yeah.
Around the corner, it was like right in front of the Arby's and stuff. And seeing that Arby's gone, like that's a childhood memory. I remember always being in the parking lot, and then the Arby's would be the first thing I see. And I turn around, I walk into the building, and the police station was always right there. The police station that got burnt down was always there. I always see cop cars drive out of there, and then go straight where that Target and the Cubs is at. Like I can just picture all the whole area.
Yeah.
From my childhood.
Damn.
And it just wiped away, gone. That's the only time I went over south. That's the only time I went over south Minneapolis for my yearly checkups. But to see that area burnt down, and now just a memory is like crazy.
That is even crazy. I mean, that'd be even crazier, obviously. Yeah, your childhood memory and areas you were growing up.
It's kind of a reminder too that like clearly like none of this is real. Like all this is temporary. Like I'm pretty sure one day downtown LA is gonna be wiped to pieces, in the far future. Not right now, obviously, but in the far future, that all these buildings are probably going to never be thought of again. It's just going to be a memory.
Yeah, at some point in the future.
At some point, yeah.
I mean, it's happening now because obviously they're building a bunch of new apartments around here. Yeah. So these little buildings right here are probably going to get.
There's a new building over there that they're building too.
Yeah, that one looks huge. They got those two high rises.
Like twin buildings.
Yeah, I think they're doing another one. I think they're really building that whole on Fig Street, Figueroa.
Yeah, they're making
across from Staples, trying to make it like a Times Square type deal. Yeah. I think they're putting TVs on all those buildings.
It's gonna be fire. Whoever lives there, man, they lucky.
Yeah,
especially when Lakers come back.
Dude, I want the games.
Me too.
I forget that because they still play there obviously, but I still forget I'm 2 blocks. I'm like 2 blocks. Like I'll be like, wait, Brown's right over there.
2 blocks away from your crib, bro.
Multiple times a day.
You came up. You 2 blocks away from where LeBron plays basketball. The greatest player of our generation.
It's like I just want to go over there and see.
That's like bro living back in the 90s and living 2 blocks away from Michael Jordan playing in whatever their stadium called.
Right. But nobody's there. Like that's what's crazy too. Like no one's there.
No one's there.
It almost makes me feel bad. I mean, as a basketball fan, like
how did they
especially him as being an older player, he doesn't have that many years left. Like these last years where he still is super fucking great, no one can even really appreciate right now.
In person.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, where the California officials or government at? Like, man, this did they forget about us?
Yeah.
Bro, in 10 days it's gonna be a year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a year of us doing the same thing, not doing nothing.
Yeah.
They just want us in our house, not doing nothing.
What do you feel like? I guess what is your feeling about the COVID restrictions or what's been going on? Because it does seem like, I mean, it seems like they're just banking on the vaccine, like wiping it out, and that's just they're just waiting for that. And until that happens, we're just doing what we're doing. And it's like,
it's like, can y'all at least come up with a strategy to a couple of steps to at least get us to open up things slowly. Like if we open up things, we ain't gotta open up all the way, but we can just start with slow progress. Why have us still not do nothing? We made no progress, and that's the only thing that frustrates me because it's like yo, life is short. Like, this could be my last week, or and my last week on Earth was me living in a pandemic. I want things to open up. I love seeing people interact with one another. I love seeing people travel. I love seeing people not living in fear. So many people are still living in fear because of this COVID, this virus. But I just hate seeing people live like the way they're living right now. And if you really like go out and let's say to like a mall or somewhere and you just really like look at people, like everybody got a mask on. I remember a time period where wearing a mask, you seem as more of a violent person. Like, I made a video one time downtown Minneapolis, and we got the cops called on us because we was wearing masks. Yeah. Because we were making videos. And the fact that we went from the point where I got the cops called on me for wearing a mask to where if I don't wear a mask, I'm going to get the cops called on me. I was going to say. It's like, like, what's going on right now? Like, what are we really living through? But,
see, that's the thing, man.
COVID, man.
The whole year. I mean, last year, COVID's obviously still going, and the weirdness of that, it's obviously gotten to feel normal because it's been a year, so you just adapt. But it is just weird. Like, what's the future, even just this time next year? Like, we never thought we'd still be here this time next year. What if it's still the same next year?
It just happens another year, bro.
You look so defeated.
My look is how I feel. If this happens another year,
I'm laughing at the pain again.
Man, pain. You see the pain. You see, I use it to make people laugh. But man, it really hurts. It really hurts that we really living the way we're living. And
it is crazy.
Honestly, bro, I don't want to be the person, but I'm the type of person like with school wise, like I did what I want. I didn't listen to rules. So honestly, I'm gonna start doing what I want again. The government trying to shut me down for one more year. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I'm just playing. No, I do follow the rules now. At first I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wasn't. I told my roommates, I said, oh, this is gonna last a month.
Oh yeah. At the beginning you're like, ain't gonna be that long.
I said, this ain't gonna last that long. And they try to get me good unemployment. I said, I don't need that. We'll be back to work soon. I'm gonna be back on set soon. Nope. None of that happened. None of that happened. And went back to Minnesota. That's when everything just changed for me. But after that experience, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start taking it serious a little bit. Yeah. Just a little bit. I wasn't fully serious yet. It took me a long time before I started actually taking COVID serious. And it was a moment where a person came up to me and told me to put on my mask. And I didn't listen to that person. And that person, you could tell, was very scared and afraid. And at first, I didn't realize it until I walked away. And I was like, oh, people are really like terrified from this. So I need to follow the rules so I can make them feel more comfortable. I hate the fact that I didn't listen to that person that walked past them without a mask. Because it was outside. It was sunny. I was on the beach, But
here in LA?
Yeah, it was in LA. I was on Ocean Drive. Ocean Drive by Santa Monica?
Yeah, you're on the beach, though?
Yeah.
Like you were on the sand?
I wasn't on the sand, but I was on Ocean Drive. Ocean Drive with the palm trees?
Yeah, I was going to say, because if you're on the beach, though, no one's wearing a mask.
No,
so I was going to say, who's this person?
Yeah.
But if you're on the sidewalk, people out here look at you.
Yeah, after that experience, I was like, okay, I'm going to wear the mask on my chin.
I'm going to look like I was trying.
I'm going to wear it on my chin, and then when I get close to a person, I'm going to put the mask on my nose. Yeah. But then when I walk past, I'm going to put the mask back on my chin. But
I usually...
Now it's just like a normal thing where I don't think about it and my mask be on, and I'll be walking around the house with a mask. I'm like, oh, I got my mask on still.
You're driving and you use mask.
Driving with my mask on. Let me take this off.
What the fuck am I doing?
Hey, exactly. I'm really becoming a mask guy now.
Exactly.
Hate wearing this mask. I'm wearing what I don't want to wear. Yeah. I can breathe. I just want to breathe.
Yeah, the masks, the transformation of that is crazy. Because it is exactly that. You'd see... if you saw someone wearing a mask, I mean, just last year, it's like, because something was wrong with them. It stood out in a negative way. And then now, it's literally completely reversed. Man. Of if they're not wearing a mask, you're the outlier.
You're like the outlier. You're like the bad guy.
Something's wrong with you, yeah.
You're the bad guy if you don't wear a mask. And I'm like, what the hell in the world? Everything just changed. Like, I got the cops calling me for wearing a mask. No, if I don't wear a mask, I'm a bad person. What in the world, bro? Just think about this. A year ago, today was our last normal week. Yeah. Our last normal week. And I'm thinking like.
That's a deep breath.
I wish I can go back in time and tell myself about the future. Be like, hey, look, this is your last normal week. Go wild.
You better go the fuck out.
Oh, why? Because you can't go inside without a mask. You can't do nothing without a mask in a year, brother.
So I'm saying, can you imagine telling yourself that? You'd be like,
I'm like, get out of my face.
yeah, what
Get
the
out of my
fuck
face.
are you talking
I got
about?
work. You know what I mean? I got work. I was booked last year on March. I was booked. March 13th came around. I felt like Armageddon Day. Job cancel. No longer booked. I'm like, I'm looking at my phone. How the hell am I gonna pay rent? How the hell am I gonna pay rent? And the government want me going shut down. They gonna give me no money. That was reason. I think that was it. That was the reason why I was so hot and I didn't want to follow the rules, because I was like, the government wants us to shut down, but they ain't gonna give us no money. They want us to still pay rent though, and they still want to take our money, but they ain't gonna give us no money.
Bro, it was tough.
It was tough, but they started giving.
Did you get onto unemployment?
Yeah,
eventually?
I got unemployment eventually, and I started getting my stimulus.
Same, but it took me. I didn't get anything from unemployment because it was so fucked up and backed up for like 5 months, 6 months.
Luckily, I got lucky. I did it at the right time. I got lucky, even though it was late. I joined later, like when everybody was doing like the $600 one. I was a little late to the party.
It was like random. It was like some people, because I did it right away, and I stopped working like literally March 15th, like right in the middle of March. I think my last day of work, and I think I filed like the next week, so before even April. And yeah, I didn't get shit. I mean, eventually got it, so it worked out. But it was literally
It took you 5 months?
Yeah, because I went home. Yeah.
What?
I went home. Luckily, I had saved up money.
That's smart. That's
so
always
I was
save.
able. Yeah.
Always save. People save more than you spend.
Yeah. So I was kind of like I was saying earlier, living below my means, and I had put myself in a good position financially.
Yeah.
And I mean that totally saved me straight up. Like if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have been able to pay rent. Like nothing.
For real.
So I was able to get through it, but it was just like, what the fuck's going on? I had to trust that it was coming, which I did.
Yep, always.
But it literally, I did not, like, no one would answer a call from unemployment office. Still, I saw a report the other day that it was like 1% of phone calls got through.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck?
You're either hold them for 5 hours.
Yeah, or they just don't even answer. They send you to the machine.
Nope.
Bro, this is what happened to me. I'm sure this would happen to you too. You look them up, call their whatever number, goes to a machine, tells you to call this other number that they added workers to take phone calls. You call that phone number and it tells you to call the first fucking phone number. It's literally like a circle of machines telling you to call each other.
It's a bad system.
It's so horrible.
It's a terrible system. And they expect us to get taxes. What is it called? What, to take taxes out of it?
Yeah, I don't know
what
the fuck's going on. Unemployment here.
That's another topic.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about later. I don't know, but
it's so hard. It's so hard not to get into politics on this show because it's like hovering over our life right now.
It is, because
I mean, it probably always will be, but it just seems more drastic right now.
It's for adults now. When I was younger, none of this stuff mattered to us.
Oh, you didn't think about it.
We didn't think about it. Now that we're adults, I really feel what my parents and everybody was going through now.
Oh yeah.
It's like the older I get, the more I understand. I'm like, man, like, why like I be like this? Why can't life just be free? But I understand, like, there's other stuff,
all the shit going on, and but I mean, it might just be also because we're just kind of young adults now, so now we're paying attention. But it just seems like it matters so much right now because everything's been so shitty this last year. I mean, even just a year ago, we didn't care probably as much or pay attention.
No.
I mean, now, like, it literally matters. Like, yeah, the government here is telling us you can't work. They're taking your job away.
But they still want rent. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Why are we still paying rent, but you ain't gonna help us out?
Yeah.
That's really made me upset. That really made me. I said the government don't care about us. That's what I was telling people. I said the government don't care about us. They just want money. That's all they care about is money. What can make them money? What can make them money?
Yeah.
How can they get money from us? How can they get money from us? And then when they do get money, they're sending off overseas or to other things that they care more about their own citizens.
Bro, that's what I think, or this is something I thought about, is when they were telling us, I just feel like the government officials should be impacted more because, I don't know this for a fact, but I believe they were obviously still getting paid to do their government job as everyone else was shut down.
Yep.
It's like, why the fuck are they still able to do their job? Like if everyone, especially if you're like a congressperson in your area, whatever, I don't even know what it is, constituent, your state, if you're shutting them down, if that state local government is shutting them down and not letting people work, and like millions of people, like they should not be getting paid either. So like they need to feel the repercussion of
that we're going through.
Yeah. So then they get it better.
That's why I feel like they don't really relate to us, bro, because they're just their lifestyles are different. Like
I think that too.
Like our lifestyles, for example, and then let's compare it to an ant. We don't really relate to an ant. Mm-mm. We don't wake up every day and try to search for food. Like our lifestyles at the point where we got it good to the point where we are able to take care of ourselves, and we just live differently than ants. So I don't know why. I don't know why. This is the first thing that came to my mind. But what I'm basically trying to say is the government, man. There's a couple of them people in there that I just think they don't really relate to us, man. Yeah. They don't really know what we really deal with. They don't know how hard it is for some people.
That's something that I also kind of was thinking about the other day. Is I try to remind myself every once in a while. Maybe I don't even try to, but something will happen that reminds me like where we're living right now in LA and the entertainment industry and kind of connected to Hollywood is very different than most of the country lives. Like just the culture of it. Situations. Well, they're in worse situations, but it's just different. Like think of what we're trying to do. We're doing auditions and this and that for, trying to get roles and this and working on set and this versus like a 9-to-5 job or just like a labor job. Like just your life and like the things you're doing and what you have to care about is so different.
Yeah.
And then I try to remember that every once in a while. I'll see something that reminds me of that. Mm-hmm. But I think it's the same for people in politics. Like they're in a different fucking world.
Yeah.
Like
way different.
They're trying to like win.
Yep.
For their party. It doesn't matter kind of the outcome. They're getting paid no matter what. Yep. Like high officials are getting paid off to make these deals that like people maybe don't even want. Not all the time, but that happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in a different fucking world, so they can't relate, most of them.
Yeah, most of them do relate, but man, I don't know. After last year, I'm like, I almost didn't want to vote. Honestly, yeah. Bro, I almost didn't want to vote, but
that was last year was my first time voting.
Hey, congrats.
Appreciate it. I was old enough the previous election, but I was abroad and I had to go through the embassy and I didn't get there, so it just didn't happen. But
congrats.
Yeah, man. It makes. I think a good thing about it though, like everything that's happened this year, is I feel like it's made our generation and first of all, what do you consider us? Generation Z? Because I don't feel like we're millennial or Z.
I feel like we're in the middle.
I feel like we're literally our own thing. I've never heard.
We can make our own.
Yeah, we need to make our own fucking generation name because I do not relate with millennials or like the stereotypes of millennials, but I also don't think we relate 100% with Generation Z. Mm-mm. And I'll see like cut-offs of like sometimes we're included in millennials, sometimes we're included in, because when are you born?
96.
Same.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck are we?
We're
lost in this
world.
We
are I'm trying to create something new.
I want it to be cool. No pressure.
We are the unanimous.
Unanimous? Anonymous?
We are the unanimous generation.
Unanimous? That's kind of cool. It sounds mysterious.
Is that a real word?
I don't know. It is now. It's the unanimous generation.
That's what I wanted. I wanted a word that's not a real word.
It's hard to say, though.
It's a part of my dictionary, guys. I speak Chush. You ever heard of Chush? C-H. I speak Chush. I don't speak English. I speak Chush. It's very understandable, but it's very different than English. I make my own language because I don't understand English language. I didn't pass a lot of English classes growing up, so I made my own language so I can fit in.
So you can fit in. No one speaks it, but you're fitting in. They know me. They get what I'm saying. What the fuck was I even? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're unanimous.
We're the anonymous.
But what I was gonna say is it made unanimous generation, which is us, and then like Generation Z, who's coming up now. I feel pay attention to politics more, and made us more involved.
Yeah.
I think, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, of course.
So. That's the one positive I guess I think is clear from all this craziness is that at least it seems like to me maybe it's just because we are the age we are, so a lot of people we know are also of the age, but it just seems like people are more into it because it's fucking been crazy.
It is. It's very stressful. I used to be really into politics.
Really?
Bro, I love social studies growing up. Middle school, tell me anything about social studies, I knew it.
Really?
I just knew it. But I don't know. I feel like the older I get, the more and more I just don't want to deal with it because I just don't like how it separates us as the United States whole.
Yeah.
And it creates a lot of tension and hate between the people that live on this world. When really we're all on this world. Like, only reason why there's different governments and different states and all this because they got separated because the land separated. But honestly, we're all in the same world. We're all together. We should all be together as one and love one another. But I just feel like politics really creates a division.
Yeah.
And you say one thing, you might say another thing, and then both that person don't like you because your political views, and this person might not like that person's political views, and we should all just love each other. And but that's why I started really focusing on it. I did get into it last year only because of everything that was going down.
Yeah.
So I had to stay on top of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what I do feel. I feel a couple of things actually. I'm stuttering on my words here.
No, that's all good. Because it's very a touchy subject.
It is, and it's
a very touchy subject.
I don't feel personally, strongly either way. I feel like I am,
and doing
both.
Yeah.
I feel I'm. I think they call it a centrist. I don't know. There's certain issues I would definitely side with.
Of course.
Democrats on it, and I probably lean more liberal. Obviously, I'm young, so I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
But I
there's other things
on the Republican side that is good
too. I agree with their whole tax plan. I don't think we should tax people that work hard for their money like that. I mean,
the rich, you're saying?
Not the rich. The rich.
I kind of agree with that as well. It's
because they worked hard to get that money. Why take all that money away from them around tax season and give it to people that's not working? But I understand those families do need money and some of them are not capable of work. I understand that, but there are people that just taking advantage of it and not trying to work for themselves. They're just taking advantage of all the money they get in.
Because I just saw something the other day that was something about, some new tax plan was going to be $78 billion and it was going to cost, I think, the top 100 richest people. It was only going to be them in the country, I think, taxed. And they're all billionaires. Insane. $78 billion from them.
$78 billion from them?
From the top 100 richest people, I think, in our country.
They got to pay $70 billion?
$78 billion. But it was only 3% of their money.
So how much do you think that is? A mil?
For what?
From a billionaire. You said a billionaire is getting?
I think I might be completely wrong. I think it was the top 100. So it's 100 people are paying $78 billion. But they're so rich, it's only 3% of their money.
3%?
Yeah, so that's just how much money So in that sense, I am conflicted. It's okay, that's clearly not that much money to that person.
Yeah.
Or to those group of people. But at the same time, why would you have the right to just go,
take their money?
Yeah.
Because they work hard to make it. Or they were smart enough to create a business or something that someone else could do. We all get the same 24 hours. We all have ideas. We all know how to think for ourselves.
Yeah. So it's something like that where it's I'm kind of in the middle on that. I get both sides completely.
I do too. And that's why I don't like it. I was like, why can't we all just come together as one? But
that's another thing I was going to say. Sorry, keep going.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I feel like it's an issue that there's only two parties, because then it is really divisive. It's you have to be on that side or the other.
Because the other parties, they don't get no love.
They
vote.
Basically don't exist. And
I would have voted for the weed party.
The weed party.
What is that? That's every time the Democrats called me, I said, "Is Biden gonna legalize weed? He's gonna legalize weed?" And they were like, "Yeah, he is." No, he hasn't yet. He hasn't legalized weed yet. Biden, what are you doing? Camilla, weed.
Just going crazy. Bro, that's, oh my God. Oh. Yeah, man, I don't know. Fucking politics. We can get off politics.
Oh, let's jump off politics. I didn't know. I didn't think we were talking about politics. We've been jumping around.
It's a slippery slope, dude. You just start sliding into politics, and there's all these things. It's all these things. What is this? What do you think about? Whatever. All right, fuck it. Tell me, dude, when did you, because you said you were into basketball as a kid, when did you start wanting to become an actor?
Ooh. So, I've been acting for 8 or 9 years now. I started 15, so I'm 24. That's 9 years. I've been acting for 9 years, and I started acting because I always loved entertainment. When I was playing basketball, one of the reasons why I really loved it because I like to put on a show for the crowd. I always had this gift of like no look passes and stuff and my crazy little layups. It's just I did that because it was entertaining. So people that came to our games to watch us play, especially if we won and they was cheering for us, I always like to put on a show for them. Obviously win the game too and do the best for my teammates, but I always love entertainment. And I had the opportunity to be in a film because my he became a director too, and he's into arts as well. And I always had the ability to make people laugh. Always had that ability. So I was like, I'm gonna use my God-given talent to try to make the world laugh. You know, I feel like if everybody's laughing, when you're laughing, you're really having a great time. You're not worrying, you're not stressing out. You're really in that moment. You're having a great time for that moment. And I've been able to bless people to make them laugh. So that's why I was like, okay, bet I'm gonna do this. At first, I was very skeptical about it. I was very in and out. I was like up and down with it. I was doing it on and off because I wasn't really 100% committed because I was scared. A lot of fears. Worried about how people think of me. Worried about embarrassing myself. Worried about talking to people. Worried about being in front of the camera. All those different things came to my mind when I first started. But over time, I started knocking them out one by one, overcoming. And I reached a point where my heart took over and told me to fully commit to it. Because I was at a point in college where I was trying to pick a career and nothing was interested to me, nothing. And I was like, I'm not finna go to school for this amount of years to do this job that I know I'm not gonna like after I graduate. I said, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna live that life. So my heart took over and told me to become an actor full time. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. And ever since then, it's like things have been working out in my favor. And I've just been meeting great people and other talented people who's been doing it as well that have the same passion and desires, or we have similar stories in some type of way. And also I've been growing. Like I said, bro, like life has been my acting coach. That has been my acting coach. That's what's helped me. My 3 reasons why I do what I do is for entertainment, making people laugh. And there was one more. Oh, it was video games. I just love entertainment, bro. Anything entertainment, video games. I stream now because I just love. It's like my hobby though. But I just love entertainment, and I love any way possible that I could be around entertainment. I want to be around it for as long as possible. So I think I was born to do that, make people laugh. And that's why I started acting, and now I'm here in Los Angeles, pretty big. So.
And when did you decide you wanted to make the move out here?
It was another hard decision, bro. I was on my way at college freshman year to the cafeteria called Garvey. Anybody that went to St. Cloud knows about Garvey.
Got the goods.
Garvey got the.
Is it not good?
The yucky.
Oh, it's not good.
The yucky.
I always heard St. Cloud had good food.
And your tummy.
Damn.
Not at the lunch cafeteria.
No.
Couple foods. The chocolate chip cookies are good.
I remember being in high school because you do those college tours, and everyone would go to St. Cloud just because we always heard the cafeteria was good.
The first time is good, but the second, third, fourth, fifth, 600 time, that's
you
really
get sick of it.
Get tired. But I was on my way to that area, and out of nowhere, like I have this strong, like I always say, follow your instinct, follow your heart. I always tell people to do that because it never leads you the wrong way. It always brings you to where you're supposed to be in life. I feel like your heart is like your guide through like your life, your instinct. And something told me like one day you can move to California. I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. It ain't gonna happen. You know, you don't think about it, but over time, I started growing belief and faith. Like my faith got to the point where I always tell myself, my faith is always stronger than someone's doubt. Always. So, if someone doubt you, my faith was always like overcome that. You know?
I like that a lot. I
learned that from Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade was one of my favorite basketball players. So I learned that from one of his interviews that he said, and it is. I happened to figure that out, learn that myself in a way, and
just really connected with that.
Yeah, and then after that, I started believing in my heart desires and what it's telling me, and then just having faith, making goals that are hard to reach but also easy to accomplish. And then I started little, and now I'm making bigger goals that I know it's gonna be tough to get, but over time it's gonna happen. But yeah, that's what happened. And then over time, met people, like I said, that said it was down, and it wasn't an easy process, bro. A lot of people said it was down at first. A lot of actors from Minnesota said they're gonna come with us, but they backed out. When I understand, I have nothing against them. I hope they're all doing well right now in life. But it just wasn't the right time for them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, don't come out here if it's not the right time for you, because I don't want you to come out here and then, have a bad experience and have to go back home right away. So, but yeah, we had a lot of setbacks, bro. Supposed to come out here, I think it was first like March, didn't happen. Supposed to come out here August, didn't happen. Supposed to come out here October, September, didn't happen. It's kept getting pushed back to the point where it was only me and Anthony left. And Anthony's the one I moved out here with. Anthony's doing well too out here. And we came out here for one more visit. And we're supposed to come out here looking for apartments. Only looked at one place. Not successful at all. I wanted to see more places than one place because, our ambition. Ambition takes over, and we're just like,
there's options,
Yeah, this ain't that. Why just happened to have a big bro that's in this town who moved here already, and he knew that I film, I edit as well, and he needed help with his audition. So I was like, hell yeah, bro. Like, I'm not doing it today. We didn't make no plans. So I'm like, yeah, bro, just pick me up. I was on Hollywood Boulevard. He picked me up. Went with him to his haircut appointment. Happened to be in a barbershop with Fat Joe for an hour.
For real?
And for an hour. That was a crazy experience. Crazy day. Like, that day, I think that day was when I was like, California's going to work out. Went to his audition, filmed his audition. He ended up booking that role. Shout out to Troy for booking that role. But he had his other actor friends around. I was asking everybody. I'm very open. I love asking people questions, especially if I don't know something. I'm going to ask you so I can understand it. And I asked them, like, yo, how did all y'all move out here? Like, how did all y'all make this happen? And all they just said was, like, you just got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me about Artist Home. And that's when I found out about the upstart house that had 24 people. And I told Anthony, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I think all we need to do is just get ourselves out in Los Angeles and everything else is going to work itself out.
Mm-hmm.
He was down and made a 2-day drive out here. And that's when it officially happened. So it wasn't something that just happened like, oh, yeah, let's move to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Found a place. No, it went through a lot of setbacks. A lot of things tested us to see if we really want to come out here or not. A lot of things was like, oh, you really want to come out to Los Angeles? I'm throw this at you. I'm throw this at you. I'm throw this at you. Or this ain't going to happen. This going to set back. But we overcame all of that, and we prepared ourselves as much as we could. But I feel like living out here, Los Angeles shapes you into the city. Kind of like you learn how to accept the bad as the good. I mean, the bad as a bad and the good as a good. Because all that makes Los Angeles, and you just learn as you go.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's a great way to put it. Because there's so many beautiful, great things about L.A.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of not so great things about L.A.
A lot.
So it's really interesting you say that, yeah. And you do really just accept it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess the person probably leaves and says, I don't like it here.
This is L.A., yeah. If you don't end up leaving, it's okay. I always tell people, like, it ain't a bad thing when you leaving. You're just doing what's best for you.
Yeah.
It's not right, but always, like, if you really want this, like, stick with it. Don't give up, because you're going to meet the right people eventually. The right people are going to come in your life, or you just happen to be at a bar and you're next to someone that could change your life. You don't know. You just don't know. Keep going,
exactly.
And you'll figure it out.
Just don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a feeling out here too that I think is another reason of why maybe don't stay somewhere, or you can't maybe do the same things in Minneapolis. I mean, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
There's just the economy of it. The industry is so much bigger out here. I mean,
Way
this is
bigger.
where it's happening here in New York and whatever. So there's thousands of people here working in that industry, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands,
man,
and maybe there's a few thousand in Minneapolis or something.
That everybody's out here doing what they love and chasing their dreams, and especially on set, bro, when you hear people's stories and with all the things that they went through, like everybody has a different story, but it's kind of similar in a way. That's why you can connect with them. That's why I feel like on set you build chemistry so fast with people, because you all been through something similar, or you all going through the same thing, or we all think differently. That's
or at least you can understand. Yeah,
you understand it.
Yeah, because your story coming out here is different, but also very similar to mine.
Very similar, yeah.
Yeah,
different but similar.
Tried a couple times, had some setbacks. Thought about it for a while, ended up having to put it off. Whatever, left school temporarily, came back to school, finished, then came out, and I wasn't ready. I was ready, but I hadn't saved up financially. I wasn't financially ready as I wanted to be, but I wasn't gonna not go. I just said, I'm fucking.
I wasn't financially ready. I said I had 2 months saved, y'all.
Yeah.
2 months saved. That's all I had. That's the
basically
only time I had.
Same as me.
Yeah, that's all I had. I had 2 months there. I said I got 2 months to get shit rolling.
But see, that's the thing. That I think pressure like that, it does this to me, and it sounds like I'm sure it does it to you. It makes you focus in, and you're capable of it. So you're having faith in yourself, and you're knowing look, I got 2 months. I can find a job in 2 months, and then especially if you live in a house like that, it's a little bit cheaper. So at least just get there to get on your feet.
Yeah.
And then you'll get yourself, established at least a little bit, and then you can just save money, be smart, go through that struggle of maybe a year, and then you'll if you still want it, obviously you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it work. So just fucking go for it. Everything's not gonna be perfect.
No, hell no. It definitely did not go the way I thought it would go.
Yeah.
But it went the way it was supposed to go, and that's why I'm big on trusting the process now. I believe that everything happens for our good. No matter if it feels like it's a setback or whatever it is, like if it's something bad that happens to your dad, I think everything happens for our good. Like this past week is a great example of that. For the first time ever, I missed my COVID test. I never miss work. I always know when work is coming up. And it was for 3 days of work. But I missed my COVID test and they took me off set. But what happened in those next 3 days, I feel like would never would have happened if I was unset. I found out the next day that I had car problems. Didn't know I had car problems. Car down there, I could tell y'all, I don't care, but I heard that it's $7,000 worth of repairments. I would never found that out if I would have went to set. The next day, I had a great day with my roommate and his little brother. It was fun. It was a fun day that I will never forget because the setback that I had on Sunday by getting kicked off set. And then the next day, I helped my best friend out. Like, she came to town. We had a great time that day, and I was able to help her with her little problems that she was dealing with, and we just had a fun time. Like, I believe everything happens for our good. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. That's why I try not to stress too much about things I can't control,
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Just kind of, it's just a positive mindset then. Things are going to get you down, but just try to not let it get you down for too long, and then do what you can. Okay, so this didn't go how I wanted it.
Yeah.
Okay, handle that, deal with that, and then think, okay, moving forward, what can I do to better it?
Yep.
Or just, even if it's hanging out with people or just spending time with people that you enjoyed, it's not even exactly related, but you still felt good about those days.
Hell yeah, bro.
You don't regret it.
Like, I hate missing work. I get pissed off when I miss work. Like,
yeah.
That's how.
Because it matters to you.
Yeah, that's how much it matters to me. I was pissed off, but like those next 3 days. Like,
yeah, what are you gonna do? Just be mad for 3 days?
Hell no.
Exactly.
You can't sit in the darkness. Eventually, you got to turn on the light. A quote from Darrin Barber.
Darrin Barber.
You can't sit in the darkness. You eventually got to turn on the light.
I'm gonna use that for sure. Yeah. Just in my life going forward.
Right.
A wise man once told me, can't sit in the dark. Eventually, you got to turn on the light. It's a saying in Chush.
Right. Yeah, it's the saying in Chush.
So you said right, Chush.
Yeah.
That's what you called it.
Yeah, Chush. CH Chush.
Just CH Chush.
Yeah.
So were you supposed to come out here with a group of people?
Yeah, bro. We had I think 7-8 people, all actors from Minnesota. We was talking about getting a house together and all that.
Bro, that's the same.
For real?
I wasn't supposed to come out here with the group, but I had a friend out here, and then I was gonna come out here, and then another friend of mine, through just talking to him about it, said he wanted to come out here as well. So then he tagged along, and so then there was 3 of us, and then a friend of mine out here had become friends with because he moved out here a while ago. Another kid who had been to Minnesota who I'd met a couple of times, and like he was supposedly down. So then there was 4 of us, and then another 5 of us potentially gonna live in this house. And it was like, okay, like perfect. Didn't work out that way. Just didn't work out that way, but is what it is. Yeah, I still made it work. Obviously, kind of same thing you're saying. Yeah.
Look where you at. Look where I'm still amazed, man. I love these modern day homes, people.
Yeah.
I've really been into houses lately. I just love looking at pictures of houses.
But real estate's dope.
Yeah, this is very modern.
Architecture, yeah.
It's a modern vibe to it. It's not like those little typical. I lived all my life in a typical normal apartment. It's a normal apartment. These new apartments, man, they doing something different that I just love. it just makes me very happy and excited, man.
Yeah.
I said excited. That's not a
Chush.
word.
It's a Chush word.
Chush word. Excited. Excited. I'm excited. Not excited. I'm excited.
I love how when you say your word, the made up word, you just drill it in. Say it 4 times, because then it feels like, oh yeah, I get what he's saying. That's a word. That's a word.
It's a word, man. It is. But nah, like, this is beautiful, bro. Like,
I appreciate it.
That's what I said, bro. Everything happens for our good.
Yeah.
Like, imagine. I mean, obviously that would have been dope to live with those friends in the house, but it didn't happen that way for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, it ended up like this, and so I mean, it's not what I planned or maybe wanted at that time, the original plan. But literally, I mean, at that point, I knew like my original plan to come out here had been scrapped and fucking thrown in the trash. So then I thought about it again, and it was maybe gonna do it at one point, and then that got fucking destroyed and thrown in the trash. And then the third time it was like, dude, I'm fucking going. Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. Nothing's stopping me. I'm going. Yeah.
Figure it out a way. You always adjust, bro. You always find ways to adjust.
Yeah, and worked out how it worked out, and that is totally okay. It's been good actually. Other than obviously COVID.
Damn it, COVID.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating.
Just leave, man. COVID, man. Why you gotta overstay like your night visit, man?
Yeah, it is overstaying.
Yeah, we invited you over for just the party, bro. You
we had a nice
overdoing
dinner.
It now. Like you had to sleep over and eat our breakfast, eat our lunch and dinner.
Did more than sleep over. Just took over the bedroom.
Right, you had to take over the bedroom.
He's trying to tell you what to do. Yeah, he's trying to shush you at night. He's trying to go to sleep.
Man, for real.
Go the fuck home.
Go the fuck home, COVID. Disappear. Yeah, vanish.
Fuck. What are you working on right now? Or what did you just finish if you're not at the moment?
Honestly, I'm just doing background work right now, and like I said, just trying to get on set. So, just doing PA jobs if I ever get invited to them, or helping out on set any way possible, like carrying the equipment. You know, for the camera guy or the grips, you know, just doing whatever I can to get on set.
How are you just through people you know? Or are you going through something?
Just through people I know, connections that I have, and just, man, you know, just every day, just trying to get better as much as I can. It's a 1% progress every day. Yeah. I actually had COVID made me create a whole like daily schedule. I have a to-do list. I never used to write down to-do list before COVID, you know. So COVID does come with a lot of positive things for me.
Making you grow up.
It made me grow up. It really did. Like COVID, I had no choice but to grow up because of COVID. So a lot of my old ways I no longer do no more, and I do a lot of things where I'm just like focused on my to-do list, get that completed, and after that, I just play Warzone. Play Warzone, baby.
I mean, that's exactly along with. I mean, that's obviously who you are. You know, you turn in COVID, which is obviously not a good situation, and really took away what you were doing for work, and spun it into something positive. Yeah. So I try to do that myself, and to me, it's one of those things that's turned into like a blessing. But yeah, you try to, or a curse, but you try to make it into a blessing. Yeah. Yep. I think it's up to you then to do that.
It's up to you. Yep.
But yeah.
Facts, bro.
Just try to use your time. That's at least the way I looked at it. Like once I realized, okay, yeah, this is gonna be a while. Yeah. Okay, well, what can I do with the time that it's given me? Yeah. That's the thing that was kind of hard, honestly, because I knew COVID was happening, and you know, there wasn't a lot of work. Yeah. But then it was frustrating seeing sets going on right there. So it was like someone's working.
Filming. That's what
somewhere
I was
there's
like.
Opportunities.
Oh, I was like that too. I'm gonna walk down the street and I'll see them filming. I'll be like, ooh. Book me.
Why did you call me?
Book me. I'm available.
Just start handing out headshots.
Walking down the street, handing people your card.
I should have done that. No, I've talked about some people with that too. I should have walked over there. I thought about it. I was like, just saying, hey, you know, if someone bails, you need somebody, I live right fucking here. Let me know. Facts. I haven't seen them for a minute now, though, honestly.
They're at the parking lot, like
down there.
3 blocks down.
Yeah. That's what I wonder. Where we met was downtown here, but I don't have any memory where it was.
I remember where it was at.
You remember where it was? I think your phone. Yeah, you're good though.
So I call it the New York area because it looks like New York.
Yeah, over in the financial district or the jewelry district.
It's by that famous bookstore, bro. It's by.
Is it the Last Bookstore? Is it called that?
The Last Bookstore. Yeah. So you go to that Last Bookstore, you go down the street. That's literally the building that we was at. We was in that like that little old little building they had us in. You know how I met you was because someone came up to me and was like, you know, there's someone else from Minnesota because someone knew I was from Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's like, you're just another guy from Minnesota, and they pointed at you. And I walked over. I was like, you from Minnesota? I think I said that. Something like that. And that's how we met.
Yeah, because I remember who was that? Yeah, because someone told me about the same thing about you. They said
I think it was Monet.
Because we talked. I think it was someone else. That was the same day I met her.
Or was it a guy?
It was a guy because I remember someone said they pointed at you and said he was talking about the Timberwolves. He's from Minnesota too.
Oh yeah, I talk shit to Lakers fans. I know the Timberwolves are not good.
They're trash.
They're trash.
Bro, we're trash.
I know that.
We just became
but
the most.
But I still talk shit to Lakers fans.
We just became the most losing franchise. Period. Point. Any sport.
Any sport.
How sad is that, bro?
It's so sad, bro. I love my Timber Pups.
Bro, they really are. They're like a farm league, I swear to God, for the whole rest of the league.
Man, I want to try out for them. I think I can.
You
I
can
think I can
make
help. I think I can help. Some way, somehow,
No.
I think I can help.
I've become a pretty big NBA fan over the last couple of years, and so I like the Timberwolves. Obviously, they're my hometown team, but I'm a big LeBron fan. So
yeah, I feel you on that.
and I live obviously in LA, so it's nice to like the
You're
Lakers.
2 blocks away from LeBron.
Yeah, it's crazy. It didn't even hit me. Like I obviously knew that. I knew Staples was right there.
Yeah.
For a while, but one day I was just watching the game, and I was just like, they're right fucking there.
They're right there.
Like,
bro.
wait a second.
Literally right there.
You see it on TV, so you always think, oh, that's like way wherever it is away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just hit me one day, and I was like, what the fuck? I could just walk down over there.
Yeah.
And probably not get let in, but we can try.
For real, for real.
Or see them pull up. Like, where do they pull up? There definitely has to be a back garage.
There's got to be a back garage to go through, like some underground way to get
80,
to,
yeah.
to the garage. Or they probably pull up in their own whips.
Oh, yeah.
Probably pull up in their own whips.
Bro, it was wild down here when they won.
Oh. Man. Funny story, guys. When the Lakers won, I had COVID.
You had
COVID? I couldn't leave my room. And I knew they was going to win that Sunday. And I couldn't leave. I was so hurt.
Yeah, I bet, bro.
But I heard it was fun. My roommates came down here.
They came down here? It was wild. Right here. Like, I swear to God.
What happened right here?
This is just, I think, where shit ended up popping off right here. Like,
for real?
Yeah. I'm sure there was probably other
Was
places.
you just watching it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're close to the street here, and it was, I mean, you can see how it is right now. There's traffic every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit busier. But it was like New York bumper-to-bumper traffic.
What?
Honking for...
Just because it was happy they won.
Yeah, it was like a good thing
like a
for hours.
Yeah.
Hours. And so finally yeah.
That's not a honk sound.
Sound like
I tried.
Like a song. 3 hours of that. And then so eventually...
yeah, that's what that sound like.
So eventually we were like... I don't know. Eventually we went out there.
Yeah.
And... Because, I mean, it was COVID. Obviously, there's a fuck ton of people. You didn't really think... I wanted to go out there. I was like, I don't know if we should go out there. I don't want to get sick. I think I don't know if I was working on set at that time or was about to be. So I didn't want to risk that. But I don't know. Eventually, we just said, fuck it. Because it was so crazy. It was like midnight. It had been going on for hours.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there was like a whole party on this intersection right over here. And they're doing burnouts. And like, that's why it was loaded right here. Because cars were lining up slowly.
I'm like visioning right now.
To get through to this intersection just to fucking burn out. And
that's cold.
I'll show you a video afterward that they had like someone had a Raptor, you know, like the 3-wheel thing.
Yeah.
They're just fucking whipping.
That's cold, bro.
Donuts. And literally people are like dodging it in this like mob of people.
I should have been here. What are the Lakers gonna win again? I know they are. No, actually, nope. You know what? The Brooklyn Nets.
You think it's the Brooklyn Nets?
The Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh, bro.
They are looking dangerous.
They're looking dangerous.
James Harden had 0 turnovers, 30 points, probably 15 assists, and 11 rebounds. He probably did. But I know he had 0 turnovers. Kyrie Irving, beast. KD, beast. It's like, how can you beat that?
Bro, they are looking dangerous. KD gets under my skin. I loved KD in Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah. And then he went to the Warriors.
And the way he did it, bro, I'll never forgive him.
KD was like, man, I can do what's best for me.
He did, which, you know, I'll give him props for that.
Mm-hmm. Won the championship out of it.
But I don't, it's not it, bro.
Yeah.
It's not it. Like, he obviously won a championship.
He won it a different way.
Yeah, like, it's not even, and then people will compare it to what LeBron did in Miami, and it's not the same. What he did this time.
I think it is, though.
Bro, what he did this time is the same. He joined up with some friends at a place that, wasn't popping. He joined a team that he just lost to. He choked to in the conference finals. That was the best
team in NBA.
Regular season team in history. He was up 3-1, choked to them, and they just bend to back-to-back finals, and then he goes and joins them, and then wins 2 more finals and acts like, bro, of course he did.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
See, that's what.
So basically your argument is only reason why it's different than LeBron because LeBron joined the Heat when the Heat wasn't that good. Dwayne Wade brought them to the playoffs. They wasn't decent.
I don't know for sure. I think they had been they're like a first round playoff exit.
They were like the first round playoffs exit team when Dwayne Wade was there after Shaq.
Imagine left. MJ joining the Pistons in the 90s before they went on their run.
Lakers. I'll say the Lakers. I can imagine.
Well, the Pistons won like 90-91.
They did? They won the back-to-back? I didn't know the Pistons
in between,
won.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was always like Houston, Bulls, and Lakers.
Yeah, it was either 89-90. Was the Bulls' first championship 91?
It was.
Because the 2 years before that, the Pistons won back-to-back championship, like the Bad Boy Pistons.
93, 94, 95. No, it was
91, 92, 93, right? And then 96, 7, 8.
Yep.
So I think it was 89-90, yeah. And it was like the Pistons were in the East, and that's who MJ couldn't get past.
Yep.
So that's why, what's his name?
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah, so that'd be like him joining them after them winning back-to-back chips, or like LeBron joining, like the Celtics or something when he couldn't get past them in the East.
The Celtics were dominating.
Yeah.
They had Ray Allen, KG, and Paul Pierce on the final couple of years.
So they already had a big 3.
Yeah.
The Warriors already had a big 3. KD thought he was. And the thing is, too, is like he is fucking good. So if like you think you're that good,
you could beat them.
You could beat them. And you should have beat them the year before. You choked. Like as a competitor.
Harden, right? They did.
He got traded. So that's not his fault.
So it was Westbrook and KD.
And they had Ibaka, I think.
Ibaka. That's when Ibaka was really hooping.
Yeah, I don't think they had Adams yet. I mean, they had a good team. I mean,
they had Ibaka. And they had Perkins.
I think they had Waiters, too, and, like, Waiters was killing it that series. Because I was, like, a Warriors fan, dude. I loved 2K. Like, that was my team. I loved fucking playing with Russ and KD.
Russ was dangerous, bro.
Yeah,
so he still is.
I just think it's weak, I guess. It's like, even as an athlete or, like, competitor, to do that, have that happen to you and choke against a team like that, and then go join them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what even, like, rubs the salt in the wound.
I can see you. I can see that.
Sorry, I'm ranting right now.
No. Bro, because I had this conversation many
Yeah.
Many is another church word. Many of time.
Many's the time.
Of time.
Yeah, I think what KD just did now in Brooklyn, it would be the same thing as what LeBron did. Went somewhere they weren't winning, and he took some friends there, and, they're killing it. So yeah. See, that's what
NBA's equal now, I'll say.
You think?
I think so.
I want to see. Yeah, dude. I hope it's Brooklyn Lakers in the finals.
That would be nice.
So
and
fucking
then
badass.
COVID over with, and then we get the
right. Like, what if the playoffs is when the people can first come back? Oh my god.
That would be nice.
Or what? If just the finals?
Yes.
Just the finals.
Yes. Make that happen, God.
See, I think that'll happen. I think people will be at the games by the end of the year.
I hope so. I hope that prediction comes true, bro. Because when COVID's off, the first song I'm playing is "Mask Off." Fuck it, mask off.
You know
mask
what,
off.
Bro? I tweeted that at the beginning of COVID, and I thought it was so smart.
What happened?
I mean, I don't have like a big Twitter following or anything.
I thought you were about to say that shit blew up or something.
No, nothing happened. But I saw like months later
someone else
other
tweeted
tweets
it
blew up. And I was like, you motherfuckers! I fucking said that.
Right, you stole my tweet.
I said that in March, bitch. No one's loved it.
No
one liked it.
You gotta make a TikTok too.
Yeah.
You gotta make a TikTok. That's your TikTok now. When COVID's over in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I should show that. I was like, this is gonna be so smart.
You know who else said it too?
Who?
So you beat a couple people. Drake.
Yeah.
Drake said, and his new freestyle with Lil Wayne, he said, when they find a real cure, put that mask off.
Yeah. I mean, it's witty.
Mm-hmm. I just want to
go check out my Twitter account. You'll see it. I don't tweet that much.
Go check it out. I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah. But yeah, tell me, you were gonna say your positivity.
Oh yeah. So a positivity routine. So anyway, I think it's very important to start off every day, your mornings, on a positive note. Like tell yourself in the mirror, today's gonna be a great day, or tell yourself that I deserve every blessing that's coming to me today, or tell yourself like, look, something great gonna come my way. I'm gonna hear some great news today. And I always take an hour out of my day to go on a morning walk. Because of COVID. COVID turned me to this person. But anyway, I take an hour of my day to go on a morning walk. And I'm on my walk, I will listen to a sermon, or I'll listen to some positive motivational video, and or I listen to some music, that I really love and like. I just think it's very important to start your day off positive, because you start your day off positive, I feel like no matter what you go through later that day, it's going to be a great day because you start off right and you can finish it right, And if you go in the middle of the day, let's say the middle of the day, you're going through a lot, you can still have a great, successful day because you started off with a positive mindset. So I think that's very important to start off your mornings right, with the right mentality, with the right mindset each and every day.
I love that. Do you feel a noticeable difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So when conflict or setbacks or me taking L's happen, I look back and I'm like, okay, look, I did 1% progress that morning. I know I did something right. It's not looking good right now, but I'm going to do the best to finish this day off strong. Just because it's not looking good, I mean, it can finish good.
Yeah.
What I say you can't sit in the darkness for too long without having to eventually turn on the lights. So,
quote Darrin Barber.
Quote Darrin Barber that I just made on this podcast to come up.
I love it.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep that in the brain.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna pull it out somewhere and they'll let you know. Hey, just dropped your quote, bro.
Bet, bro. I love that.
And what about COVID? I guess made you want to start doing that?
It took a lot from me. COVID took a lot. Like you said, we used to go to comedy clubs. That was one thing I loved doing. I love going out. I love going to comedy clubs. I didn't really go out like partying wise. I did every once in a while, celebrate, but a lot was taken from me. Working out, going to the gym, being on set a lot, or having a lot of opportunities come with film, and all that slowed down. So I needed something to replace all that, because mentally I wasn't going in the direction where I wanted to be because of COVID. And I started making a to-do list, and that to-do list started growing. Started with one small thing, do this, do that, and then started growing. And now I have a whole to-do list that gets me through my morning all the way to probably like 4 p.m. now. And after that, like I said, I play Warzone, to me. So COVID really got me writing down my goals. I wrote down goals. I'm just taking it more slower. I'm learning how to balance having work and fun. I think it's very important, especially that we're young, to have fun and don't forget to enjoy life, but also get that work done as well, and stay disciplined and remain focused the best way possible, any way you can, because it's hard to be focused. It's hard sometimes to keep that focus, especially when things are dry and nothing happening. You could feel like you could do so much for so long and feel like you're not making no progress, but then next thing you know, that you could be doing that for 48 days, and on the 49th day, that's when something happened. That's why I say stay ready, so you have to get ready. That's what COVID changed my mindset too. So yeah, bro, I love it. It's a positive change. I do zone out a lot now though, because I'm always thinking about what to do next or how I can get better or whatever it is that is. But I take naps now, wake up early now. Yeah, I'm just really learning how to slow down more because of COVID.
I mean, it sounds nothing but positive.
Yeah.
It sounds all good. A nap is, I don't take a lot of naps. I did in school, actually.
Yeah.
Like literally just like 15 minutes. I'm not even fully falling asleep, but I don't know how long you do naps for. But when I would do naps.
Sometimes it's 45 minutes, sometimes it's 3 hours, sometimes it's 4 hours. Sometimes I might just take a nap and just go into my night.
I was going to say, sometimes you just go to sleep. I'm going to take a nap till tomorrow.
Take a nap to the next day. Why not? I
didn't go to bed. I just took a nap.
Right.
But now, what I was saying, 15 minutes even, made me feel a whole hell of a lot better. And it was crazy once I started doing that. I haven't done that for a while, but could help somebody. I don't know. But no, I love what you said. And yeah, COVID has definitely been a big stressor, and you could focus on the negativity of it. So it sounds like you recognize that maybe in yourself, and changing for the better and giving yourself good habits to, continue being how you are. You're obviously a very positive person, or at least that's the energy you give me every time I've been with you. And
appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely love that.
You too, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think we both just, coming from this conversation, try to at least focus on the positives.
Yeah.
And, there's definitely days I'm down, for sure.
Of course, all the time.
Every day, honestly. You're fighting, like, the things you could be down about every day.
I have so many days, bro, when I'm in my feelings, listening to Drake. Now Billie Eilish. I don't know why I listen to Billie Eilish now when I'm in my feelings. Billie Eilish. If you watch this, Billie Eilish, I listen to you when I'm in my feelings.
If she watches this, I'm so fucking pumped. That means this got somewhere. If she watched this,
hey, we speaking to this podcast gonna go somewhere. It's on the come up. It's on the come up. It's coming soon to a
Billie Eilish.
To a Billie Eilish platform near you.
Yeah.
Who's this?
ESPN telling me some shit.
They said it's Harden, Wall, Curry, and Lillard time.
Okay.
But not.
Anyways,
sorry, I interrupted. That's another thing I need to work on. I need to listen more and stop interrupting. You was speaking some gem.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
God damn it, my fault.
I was just saying that we focus on. It takes effort though. Like, I feel always positive energy from you. I try to stay positive myself. I'm glad that you sound like you're saying the same thing from me.
Yeah.
Because it's not. There's things I could focus on negatively. And, it definitely happens at times. I try to, I don't know if you say fight that or like combat that though, and try to be as positive as I can. And, like you've been saying this whole time, spin a negative situation if one perhaps happens to come up. Okay, what can I do going forward that's positive? And it just sounds like a great message, man.
It is, bro. And I love spreading knowledge or spreading what I learned to others, especially if it impacted my life in a positive way. Because you never know whose other life that can impact in a positive way. Then you can spread it to someone else. And like I said, bro, like the whole little domino effect. Put the dominoes down. Just boop. Boop.
Exactly, bro.
All around. All around the room.
That was when we met.
Yep.
Positive. Everyone I met on that set was dope.
Great ass conversation. That was fun as hell. I still talk to most people.
Yeah.
It was a great day, bro. Like those sets, you just don't forget.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Because then you have ones that aren't like that, and it's like that was I think the first one I ever did too.
That was your first one.
Yeah, and that was a 16, 17 hour day. That was the first one I ever did.
Oh my god. That was your first set?
Yes.
I feel honored.
Yeah, exactly. Honored. So everyone after that.
Colton on his first set. I feel honored.
That was the first one I ever did. Then everyone after that was kind of compared obviously to that one, and they're not all like that.
No, they're not.
Usually you meet a lot of cool people, but sometimes you don't.
Man.
Sometimes there's been one where I didn't talk to anybody, I don't think.
Oh hell yeah, I do that. I go through that too.
Yeah, or you speak a little bit to people, but no one's like having a good conversation, and you're just chilling, and it just doesn't click like that.
I told you I watched a movie for 7 hours on set.
Yeah.
I watched like 3 movies on set one time. Just no one wanted to talk to me. It's fine. That happens.
Getting paid to watch movies, guys.
I get paid to watch movies as they're filming a movie. Just think about that.
It's actually a live stream. You're watching what they're filming.
It's a live. Oh my god, yeah. It's a live stream of me watching them film while I'm watching a movie that was a live stream in the past.
Streamception.
It's all a stream.
Well, shit, man.
Life is a stream.
Thank you for doing this with me today. And
no problem. Thank you for having me, bro. Like I love doing interviews like this and just talking. All it is a conversation.
Oh yeah.
Like this, all it is a conversation that we're having that I just love, bro. I love doing this. So thank you for having me, bro.
No problem, dude. I definitely loved having you on, and it's been a fucking great one. Yeah. This one has flown by, and definitely want to have you back on again in the future.
Oh hell yeah!
I know you're gonna keep grinding, and we'll check in.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can stay in touch regardless of the show. But yeah, bro, thanks for sharing everything you did. And
no problem. I'm always open to sharing.
This was a fun one.
I'm always open to sharing. I love it.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Bye. Man, that was fun.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.